Yes. Fury, Whyte. Whyte Fury. We're here. Whoa. I'm just watching the David Adelaide fight. He's fighting this guy, Chris Healy. And yeah, I didn't realize there's only two more fights. So people, they really are trying to rush this out for 10 p.m. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We're only into it. But David Adelaide is in the fourth round. And big left hook. That's him fucked. Yep, that's him gone. That's him done. And I didn't monetize this before I started. Well, it is what it is. So David Adelaide literally just stopped that guy there. So basically, we have two more fights, which is Isaac Lowe, and then we have that other guy whose name escapes me. He was meant to be something, I can't remember his name. But basically, there's two fights on before the main event. Now, both of them, I suspect, will probably go the distance. I reckon both fights will end up going 12 rounds. So I'd say 10 p.m. is likely the kind of time we're looking at for this fight to start on. I'd say it's roughly about 12 p.m. Or 10 p.m. the time we're looking to get this started on. So let's get a few people into the chat. Can't even find a way to pay. I'll pick up the FS, by the way. Can't even find a way to pay to watch this in Norway. Anyone know where I can get a link from? Well, I can't obviously give a link. I can't drop it in the chat for obvious reasons, but I can spell out one of the websites I use. So if you are there, and it's there, by the way, it is spelled RELEASESKY.com. That's who would normally do very good ones. I paid for this fight, so I don't have to worry about it. Who you guys got? I'm sticking with Dillian Whyte. Shout out to Ali Drew. Got money on both. So he's got money on both. Dillian Whyte to win, just to win on Paddy Power, at least on Thursday. A tenner would return 45 quid, so you'd be about 30 quid up. It's not too bad. Whyte 1 equals 1 to 100. It's possible. Here, look. Dillian Whyte definitely hits hard enough to hurt Tyson Fury. That of which I've no doubt. So I wouldn't at all bet against Dillian Whyte doing this. Can't wait. Let's go, Whyte. See Ali Drew. Ali Drew is picking obviously not the real Ali Drew, but they're picking Dillian Whyte. Big up to Emerald. Jamie, my man, salute to you. I bottled it, lads. I bottled it. I wanted to get alcohol in for this stream, but I went out last night for a meal. I went in for a meal at work, and reminded me why I don't drink. I only had about 3 drinks. My stomach just can't take it. So it was a bit sore today, so I said, no, stick with the Lucozade. Tried and tested. Can't go wrong. I got another bottle over there. But salute to Jamie Annie again, as always. Thanks again for having me on the channel during the week. It was good fun. Definitely we'll do something. We'll do something before you go to America for Canelo Bivol, because I actually remembered you're over there for that fight. So we'll obviously try and get something in before then. Big up to Simon. Big up to Idiot 44 years ago. Evening. JD, the truth. Big up G-Man. Who do you fancy now? Still going with Dillian Whyte. I have to say that the team on the zone, the team on BT Sports, I'm used to saying that, is quite. I'm enjoying it. They got Lennox Lewis on. Now Lennox Lewis is kind of Marmite when it comes to him as a commentator. Certainly, sometimes he can be quite good as a commentator. I remember in his HBO days when HBO had him on as a commentator, I thought he was abysmal, atrocious. He's with Fox now. He can kind of he's better as a pundit. I think he's better as a pundit here than he is as a commentator. Obviously, David Hay with the shades on. But he's definitely better as a pundit to me as Lennox Lewis. He's a bit of a Marmite kind of. Sometimes he's all right on commentary, and then other times it's just like, ugh. Big up. Pop, bang. Big up. And yeah, by the way, if you could, hit the like button. I think we already had 20-something likes before it started, so obviously we're going. The goal for this is probably 150 likes if we can get it. See if we can get it. The undercard has been worse than it looked on paper. Yeah, I've been watching this. Been watching the undercard. It's been crap. But like we kind of, I'm not surprised that it's crap, to be honest with you, mate. I think we all kind of expected it would be. It is what it is. we knew this was going to be a one-fight card. I think we all knew that this fight was 100% a one-fight card. I thought they were asking about Big DK Kinahan there a second ago. But yeah, the 29 in the chat could hit the like. Do you think Tommy Fury will be world champion? No. Simple as. I seen Tommy Fury's fight against that Polish guy. Like, he's still very crude in his ways. I still don't really... I don't see much from Tommy Fury to suggest that he's going to really do much in the sport. Like, I could be wrong. He obviously called out Jake Paul straight after it. So, obviously, that's the fight that they're still looking at. I'm being serious, deadly serious. I think if he'd have fought Jake Paul back in December, he would have lost. And I still think he'd lose that fight. I just don't think I think Jake Paul is just a little bit more talented because neither guy is really particularly talented. They're not going to be world champions. I put money on Dillian Whyte in the 5th. Jesus, Daniel W. If that comes true, and he stops Dillian Whyte or he stops Fury in the 5th, you are going to make a killing from that. I would imagine that the odds are better or worse actually for later on. I would imagine the earlier odds are probably not as good. But Jesus, if he gets rid of him in the 5th, how much did you put on him? I wouldn't imagine you would have put much on, but if you put like a tenner on him, a cheeky tenner, one thing I'm regretting is not bleeding monetizing this fucking stream. So if this does like crazy views, I'm gonna fucking lose. I'll lose a bit on that. But look, it is what it is. It is what it is. I feel Dillian Whyte is going to win this fight. So do I. It has that feel to it. You know, it's one of them things where it's just kind of hard to explain, but you just know it just has that kind of feel to it that like something is in the air. That's the best way to. And look, Dillian Whyte. When I looked at some of Fury's weaknesses, I can definitely easily see that. I can see how we can win. Much love from Australia. Enjoy the boxing. Big up to Suffalo Boulder. I assume when you swap the I and the B. Big up. Apparently, Viaplay is the official broadcaster at this fight in Norway. Okay, so Viaplay for Norway. I would have thought Norway would have probably got this. Probably on any network. I mean, Norway's only... It's not that far. Keep putting your money on Dillian Whyte. We will be glad to take it. There you go. I haven't put any money on anyone on this bet. I don't bet on boxing. I very seldom bet on anything. I think of their weights. Do you know something? That's a good question. For Fury, I think that the 260s is a good weight for him. I really do. I think that the low 270s to the mid 260s or so is a good weight because I don't think he's going to be drained, if you know what I mean. I think when he gets, if he probably still could do the 250s, but I think that will just drain him. And I think that 260s is a good compromise. It's right smack bang in the middle because he could be too heavy in the 270s. So I think that will benefit him nice coming in at this weight. For Dillian Whyte, he's weighed heavier in the past for plenty of fights, and like look at Oscar Rivas as a good example. He was 259 in that fight, and that was actually quite a good performance. Yeah, he obviously got dropped, but that was a good performance from Dillian Whyte in the Rivas fight. He was 259. I think that Dillian Whyte, for sure, 250s to kind of low, like 249 is kind of his best weight. I think that some of his worst performances, not worst, but some of the performances where he's not looked as good, he's been in the 240s. So maybe in around this weight is his best weight. Nick Ball already in the ring, and here comes Isaac Lowe on the way to the ring. I mean, Isaac Lowe, no disrespect to the guy, but Isaac Lowe was proof. If you are friends with Tyson Fury, no matter how untalented you are, and Isaac Lowe was pretty basic. He's nothing special at all. But he's always on Fury's undercards. Always. And Lowe is nothing. Honestly, God, he's nothing special. Trained by Andy Lee in the ring there, who is a good trainer. He's definitely improving. But Isaac Lowe being this high and Wembley Stadium is starting to that looks like a good atmosphere. That looks like a crazy. One day, lads, one day, your boy's going to be in some of them fights, doing some work for some of them. Fury will be too big. Whyte will struggle to get near him. Possibly, but how? We got to wonder, can Fury actually keep a distance for 12 rounds? There's a lot going into this fight that we don't know. What do you think of Fury, Whyte? I already answered that. I think both guys are a good weight for both guys. I'll name this account later. Evening to you, my man. Tommy looks too big. Yeah, Tommy's jacked up as hell. Absolutely jacked up. What do you think of the weights again? I already talked to that. Yeah, it's that. I think that the weights are good for both guys. I think both guys weights are spot on. It's just a case of I think with Tyson Fury, it's more a case of how quick did he lose the stone? Because if he lost that stone a little bit too quick, would that maybe take a bit away from him? I wouldn't imagine it would. They probably did it incrementally over camp and all, but you never know. You never know. So we've got Isaac. Like it's weird. Like I could care so little about these two fights. All I really care about is the main event. Like that is literally the fight I just want to see. I cannot wait for this main event. It is going to be absolutely cracking. It is literally is going to be absolutely cracking. I cannot wait for this one. Let's see. Tick that there. It's weird because normally when I'm watching the zone, I'm kind of looking down constantly. But I bought this fight. So it's on the TV. 20 quid on Dillian Whyte to win rounds 9 through 12. That's a good bet. That's a good bet. I think if Dillian Whyte's going to stop Tyson Fury, and I think he might, or I think he will actually, because that's who I'm picking. But I think if he's going to stop Tyson Fury, it's going to be late. It's not going to be early. Hook, right, subscribe. Big up. Big up to Nat. Something so unlikable about Lowe. I don't think it's as if he's unlikable. He comes across a bit of a dick, yeah. But it's the fact that this is a guy who's fairly basic, probably British level, but because he's mates with Fury, he gets the kind of, pushed onto these bigger cards. And thank you. £2, every little bit helps, man. Every little bit helps. So literally, you've paid for that. There you see, you paid for that. Thank you. Bottle of Lucozade on that. Thanks a million for that, mate. Appreciate that. No, every little bit helps. I'm doing another trip in June, start of June. So the YouTube money, the YouTube fund is going towards that. So whatever I make from YouTube goes to that. UK rules. UK is a cool country. Really interested in Whyte's game plan. Harold Knight and Xavier Miller sound confident. Yep. Yeah, and here's something that I forgot to talk about in my prediction video is Fury obviously has the Kronk style now. So he's getting an understanding of the Kronk style, he's getting engaged. But lest we forget, right, when Dillian Whyte was fighting AJ, and in the run-up to that fight, who was his trainer? Jonathan Banks. Who was he in camp with? Vladimir Klitschko. Who was Jonathan Banks a disciple of? Emmanuel Stewart. So Jonathan Banks, whoa, good shot in there from Nick Ball, just lands on the chin of Isaac Lowe, swinging straight away early on. But who was he a disciple of Emmanuel Stewart? So Dillian Whyte would have an understanding of the Kronk style, definitely. So with Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury might be doing things, and they might be jogging things in Dillian Whyte's memory. Do you remember when you were, because great fighters can take what they learned years ago from another trainer and still be able to implement it today. I've got Ball to win by KO. Yeah, I picked Ball as well to win. I think I picked him on points, MD. Lowe is not a big puncher, so I don't know what he's going to keep Ball off with. Whyte inside 6 and a double. The early one, yeah, everyone says that. The curtains they are what they are. I just live with them. I live with them, mate. I probably will. Everyone keeps saying they hate the curtains, and they're not the nicest. So I will end up probably just going out and buying a new pair, to be honest with you. How big of a fight is this in Ireland? Is there a lot of buzz? Not really. Not really. You think there would be, but they're more buzzing. They're more like thinking about Katie Taylor next week, as opposed to this. So the buzz certainly ain't there. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Is Mark Lyson the referee though? Thoughts? Mark Lyson's all right as a referee. I certainly don't associate him with any specific promoter, and I don't recall him ever making devastating decisions. G-man, I'm having a nightmare. Pumping up my spare tire and got home and got an hour's journey home. Man, I think you're going to be okay. Depends how long it's going to take you, mate. Big up to Chris Mason every time. I think we're looking at a 10 p.m. start. We're looking at a 10 p.m. start, mate. So we should be good to go for 10 p.m. So if you can get home by then, I think we're good to go. Big up to Dan every single time. Been a bit of an interesting... To be honest with you, this first round in this low ball fight has actually not been bad. Both guys really. Oh, left hook's going. Oh, whoa! Isaac Lowe taking a big left hook there. Defense not on point for Isaac Lowe there. This is actually an interesting little scrap. Telling you now, there could be a fight like this that could steal the card. Good. New sponsor by Lucozade. There you go. Whoa, Isaac Lowe at the end, swinging. Yeah, man. I've never really been a big alcohol drinker. And the longer I've been, the more I've kind of gone without it. Like the older I've got, the more I've kind of gone without it. I don't really bother with it now. So I just don't bother with it anymore. Lucozade, not the best. Not the best. There is a lot of sugar in it, but sure, look, I wasn't anywhere near it done, so I couldn't get the cranberry juice. And I said, I get something a bit sweeter, stronger than cranberry juice, as much as I like it. How's that stream looking? I want to make sure that we're running into no issues, because I reckon I'm going to have to change the headphones at some stage, because I have the normal ones charging and I have no charger plugged in. But thank you again for the £2. Every bit helps, man. Every bit helps. The London fun starts here. Frank Warren is ringside. So I'd say I've seen a picture of him and Eddie Hearn. I don't know if they photoshopped that, but I've seen a picture of Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn at Wembley. So I don't know if that was photoshopped or what, but that would be interesting, wouldn't it? I find that would be interesting if they were both there. But let's keep going. Let's have a look-see. That first round was fun in this fight. 41 likes already, and I'm 60 in the building. If you could, smash the like button. I want goal for this stream is get 150 or so likes, if we can. But let's just have a quick look at this second. Whoa! Isaac Lowe is hurt. Isaac Lowe's legs buckled. Whoa! Shots go in from Nick Ball. Left hook lands from Nick Ball. Isaac Lowe looking to hold on. Defense has been shocking for Isaac Lowe. His legs buckled under Nick Ball's shots. Nick Ball hasn't been able to miss Isaac Lowe so far in this fight. Been hitting him with right hands and left hooks. Lowe is just all over the place in this fight. This is a fight I didn't expect. Whoa, another right hand goes in from Nick Ball. Another left hand. On top of that, Lowe's defense is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Lowe's been found out a few times in the ring, and I think British level is his level. I don't think he's got any more gears to go through than that. And he has been taking shots from Nick Ball in here. Absolute massive shots. Isaac Lowe was only 28 years old. I thought he was way older than that. Seems like he's been around forever. Oh, he lands a jab on Nick Ball. But Nick Ball not phased. Lowe not know it's a big puncher. It's a good little scrap here. It's a good little domestic scrap. Lowe tries with a right hand, misses. Ball telegraphed that right hand. Lowe clearly has the height and reach. Clearly has the longer arms. Gets caught with an uppercut on the inside, but he's not using any of his attributes. It's very lackluster jab, looking to land body shots, but his arms are so much longer that they're not really having that much effect. Swinging a miss with a right hand. Nick Ball says, okay, come on, hit me. He's looking to get in and looking to counter Isaac Lowe again. Misses with the right hand this time, but knocks Isaac Lowe off balance. That was a body shot that landed. Again, too far out with the left hook. Can't land it. Minute to go in the second round. Isaac Lowe trying to move around the ring, but he's getting caught. Trying to do some of that Fury antics, move around the ring and not get hit, but he's not Tyson Fury and he does get hit. Lowe trying to box a bit more now, trying to keep it at range, trying to stay out of the way of that left hook that's been tagging him. Oh, no, down goes Lowe from a left hook. And it looks like it could be curtains for Isaac Lowe. Down, gets up, but he has that glazed look in his eyes. 30 seconds to go in the second round. Nick Ball smells blood, looks to land. Isaac Lowe clinches. Referee breaks up both fighters. This is a good little scrap. Uppercut, right hand, left hook. Lowe against the ropes. Lowe hurt, takes another left hook and another. Lowe still standing. Uppercuts go in from Nick Ball. 10 seconds to go. Can Isaac Lowe get through this round? Referee taking a look. Some shots missed there from Nick Ball. Looks like Isaac Lowe's going to survive this second round, but it has been all action this fight. Cracking little scrap. Second round ends. Isaac Lowe is in deep trouble. He lost just before Christmas. It looks like he's going to lose again. Some good scrap. Let's have a look. Isaac Lowe going back in a straight line. Doesn't have his left hand up high enough. Takes a left hook. Look at that. Barely moves the left hand up. Gets caught. Side of the chin. Down he goes. Left hook that Nick Ball's been throwing all night long. Puts Isaac Lowe down. I think the writing is on the wall for this fight. Andy Lee reading him the riot act in the corner. It's a good scrap. It's a good scrap. I'm telling you, as bad as this card is, sometimes you get the odd fight that is a bit of a gem. And this fight's been fun so far. I've been enjoying this. But Isaac Lowe, has he recovered? He can't get out of the way of that left hook. He needs to adjust. He has the height and reach. He should be able to keep this little guy off him, but he's not doing it. He's not being able to keep him off him. And Nick Ball really having a lot of success in here. Isaac Lowe putting a bit more authority on the jab, it seems. But Nick Ball just trying to probe, trying to feint, trying to get inside, trying to land them lead left hooks he's been having so much success with. But Lowe keeping it at range now. Exchange. Every time there's an exchange, left hook go in. Again from Nick Ball. Every time there's an exchange, Nick Ball looks very dangerous. Isaac Lowe, defense is shocking for Isaac Lowe. It really is. There really is no defense there. Backing up in straight lines with his hands down, not seeing any of these shots coming. No head movement at all from Isaac Lowe. For someone who spent so much time in the Fury camp, you would expect him to be able to pick up on some defensive moves, but he ain't doing it. But better start to this second round for Isaac Lowe. A minute gone. And he is just jabbing, just keeping it at range. And as if Isaac Lowe being the bigger guy, if he just keeps this fight at range and takes a step back, Nick Ball, who's looking at his nose is bleeding actually, but lands some shots there on Isaac Lowe. But if he can keep it at range, Ball's going to have to do some work to try and get in. But Ball looks the physically stronger of the two. Swing a left hook and a miss. Misses with a right hand, but catches Lowe with a left hook, but not full power. Lowe was able to take it. And again, better boxing in this round from Isaac Lowe. He's winning this round. After the trouble he had in the last round, he's actually winning this round. Certainly, in my opinion, he is anyway. Some very good work from Isaac Lowe so far. But there's a cut. Clash of heads, cut over the top of Isaac Lowe. He's been cut a few times in fights from head clashes and had fights stopped as a result. I believe if it's after 4, we go to the scorecards. If they stop it after this round, it's a technical draw, which it shouldn't be. But a much better round. A lot of blood in there, but a much better round this second round or third round for Isaac Lowe. Much better round for him. The Westgate Warrior, as they call him. Oh, right hands go in again from Nick Ball. And Lowe takes them. Taking these shots well enough so far. He's been hurt a few times in this fight. And he's bleeding. And cut. Very good little scrap, this fight. Very, very good little scrap. I've enjoyed it. Whoa, shots go in there from Nick Ball again. Another exchange. He was able to land. But Isaac Lowe takes it. Definitely winning this third round, in my opinion, is Isaac Lowe. After the devastating round 2 he had. But it was near the end of the second round where he was caught and dropped. Left hook on the inside. That is bleeding profusely. Good Lord, that cut is bad. Bleeding profusely on Isaac Lowe. We'll see what they do, what they make of this. If Fury retires, what do you think he'll do? What do you think WBC will do? They'll probably do a tournament, or they'll order Wilder against someone. You never know. He's nothing like Triple G. No, like I don't really drink a lot of fizzy drinks, mate. It's only really when I do these. Oh, that was a bad head clash. It's only really when I do these. When I was younger, I drank most weekends. Now I sit and watch boxing. I still do go out the odd time, but I don't drink when I go out. To be honest with you, I'm not a big drinker. Not a big drinker. Main event is going to be a 10, I reckon. I reckon it's going to be a 10. Nick setting traps. He is. It's been a good little scrap. I seen that. Sam Maxwell. That loss has been coming for a while, mate, to be honest with you. Sam Maxwell's been looking crap for ages. Main event. Scroll down a bit. Because we're going into round 4. Oh, they've actually stemmed the bleeding on that cut, actually, to be fair. And it's not leaking into the eye, but it was bleeding profusely come the end of that third round. Into the 4th round we go. It's been an entertaining scrap. I thought this fight was a 12-rounder, but it's only a 10-rounder. Isaac Lowe needs to be very careful. He nearly got cracked with another left hook. Oh, and Nick Ball. His hand speed is very impressive, as Nick Ball's hand speed. When he's in exchanges, the hand speed Nick Ball has is quite impressive. He's able to land A lot of these shots very quickly. That's one of the reasons why he's having so much. Oh, another left hook almost goes in on Isaac Lowe. But Isaac Lowe, has he hurt Nick Ball? No. Seeing his team jumping up, they're just probably jumping up trying to egg their man back on. Isaac Lowe. Some body shots go in from Lowe. Nick Ball just looking, waiting to counter. The problem with waiting for one shot is if you wait too long and they wise onto it, you might not be able to land that shot again. But Nick Ball very quick with the counters. Another left hook goes in. Looking for that one shot that he believes will finish Isaac Lowe. He's already had him down once. That cut is bleeding again. Again, if we go to the scorecards after this round, I believe, if we finish this round and it gets stopped on that cut, I believe we'll go to the scorecards. But Lowe, really regrouping well after that disastrous second round. Hitting gloves though. Oh, big exchange there. Whoa, big left hook on the inside, but Lowe still punching. And Nick Ball, has he maybe shot himself in the foot? Has he maybe punched himself out after that huge barrage in the second round? Excellent scrap this. Oh, short right hand lands on the inside from Nick Ball. Lowe trying to keep it long, but the minute it gets close up, that's when Nick Ball is so dangerous. Misses with a right hand, does Lowe. His trunks are white. They're looking red now. Trunks are absolutely going red with that blood. There's a lot of blood in there. Mother of God, there's blood on the back of Nick Ball now. Not bleeding, not from a cut, just from the blood splattered around here. But Lowe, definitely, again, having the... Oh, whoa. My days, Nick Ball looks dangerous when he starts swinging. And misses Isaac Lowe again. Isaac Lowe wise to the shots that are coming back from Nick Ball. Nick Ball just looking to land that one left hook that he believes will finish things, but Isaac Lowe was getting wise to it. Able to see it coming a lot better now. And having his own success. But the harder shots definitely, undoubtedly, are coming from Nick Ball. This is a good little scrap, lads. This is a good little scrap. Whoa, swing and a miss again from both men. But Lowe gets the better of that one. 10 seconds to go in the end of this fourth round. Isaac Lowe's boxing is serving him well now. Really starting to claw back some of the lost ground he suffered after the first two rounds. Won the last two, in my opinion. Great fight. Main event. They said 10 p.m. So I reckon they're not going to blink from that. It's probably going to be 10 p.m. So 10 p.m. main event time we're looking at. Looks likely anyway. Look at some of these shots that are getting landed by both guys. Big, powerful shots that are going in. It's been a very, very fun fight so far. Been an entertaining fight, this Isaac Lowe fight. Very entertaining. So yeah, we're looking at probably about 10 p.m. ring time, because there's only one. There's after this fight, there's one more fight, and then it's the main event. So 10 p.m. If it was 80K, then it would have till 11:30. But as extended capacity, they must give them longer to clear streets. That's probably another reason why. Ed Sheeran's playing in Croke Park, and you should see the lines and the queues to get into that stadium. It's crazy. And everyone walking down Wembley Way. When's the last time we had a fight in Wembley Stadium? It was AJ Povetkin back in 2018, nearly 4 years. Some good memories. Okay, ringside doctor checking on Isaac Lowe. He looks a bit like Tyrone McKenna. He looks a bit like a more tan Tyrone McKenna, doesn't he? But I think he's letting Isaac Lowe continue. Yep. Just take it to the referee. And I think we're good to go. Yep, we're good to go. I was wondering were they going to stop the fight there. But no, good to go into the fifth round. Into the fifth round we go. Oh, some good shots go in again from Nick Ball. Looking to start fast in this round. Isaac Lowe, still game, still looking, but every time those little short hooks on the inside, that another one from Nick Ball, Isaac Lowe just cannot get out of the way of them. There's not as much steam on them as there was in the first few rounds. But Isaac Lowe certainly. Oh, big left hook goes in from Nick Ball. Isaac Lowe takes it. Both these guys swinging like crazy, and another exchange goes in. It's been a great fight so far. Another left hook lands. And that cut is open again. Look at the blood flowing. I think Isaac Lowe just stunned Nick Ball slightly there. Both guys in a clinch, working on the inside. Nick Ball's able to get himself out of that. Some shots land in from Isaac Lowe, all hitting gloves and elbows. That cut is bad, lads. That cut is very bad. Bleeding profusely. Uppercut on the inside lands. Isaac Lowe looks to be in a lot of discomfort in there, though. Grimaces on his face. It's been a tough fight for both men. But Lowe trying his best to stay in this, trying to outwork Nick Ball, but Nick Ball with the bigger, powerful shots. And looks the stronger of the two in there now at the minute. He looks to be growing in confidence as this fight goes on. Big up to everyone in the chat. 98, if you could, smash the like button, help your boy get to 100 likes. Hell of a fight in here. But Lowe still game. Right hand misses. Blood flowing profusely from that cut now. Be safe. Yeah, Coogan Cassidy is blocking Dell on Twitter. Oh, another left hook goes in. Isaac Lowe, he's standing too upright. He's no head movement. He's standing way too upright. Even if Lowe comes through this fight, a fight like this will take it out of you. Like, and Lowe is, good Lord, look at the amount of blood on him. Not for the faint of heart, this one. It makes it worse that he's wearing white because you can clearly see everything then. Lowe, again, another right hand lands from Nick Ball. And his face is a mask of blood as well from Isaac Lowe's blood. But look at those shorts of Lowe. Good Lord. Have I bought the pay-per-view? Yeah, I bought this. Of course I did. For the main event, I was going to buy it. I was always going to buy this one. There was no stream team. This was going to be pay-per-view. I was going to pay for this. As the fifth round's coming to an end. Shout out to Sean Hodge every time. Be safe. Big up to Callum every time. Shout out, my man. Do you think we'll get much attention? It's hard to say. Eddie Hearn brought out all the guns, if you know what I mean, for the Buatsi fight. I don't like that. I really don't like it when promoters do that. And it's not just Eddie Hearn. Other promoters have done it in the past where they put two shows on. I don't like that. I would imagine that could be bad. I would imagine it will still do good numbers, but Babbage, Scotney, someone else as well, is on the May 21st card in the O2. Oh yeah, I bought this. Lowe has some skills and won a few of them. Draw, but has lost the last two. But lost the last two. The long shot, yeah. Well, he's going to lose this one if he's not careful. I'm agreeing with you, mate. I've got Dillian Whyte as well by knockout. I'm picking Dillian Whyte to win this fight. 127 in the building. Hope you're enjoying this. Hope you're enjoying this scrap. This bit a good fight. Just because it's not a world-class fight, they're not world-class fighters, doesn't mean we're not getting a good fight. Left hook lands in from Nick Ball. Lowe's kind of feet just stumble a bit there. He's still taking huge shots from Nick Ball. Remember, Isaac Lowe down in the second round. Has won a couple of these rounds since, but it's a real close enough fight. The boxing of Isaac Lowe, but he's not landing anything. A lot of these shots are hitting gloves. They're not actually getting through. Whereas Nicky Ball, a lot of his shots are getting through. And they're telling. Isaac Lowe was bleeding profusely since the third round. That was when the cut came. The cut came from a clash of heads. So if this fight does get stopped before the 10th round, it will be a technical decision to either man. The question is, have the judge preferred the long-range boxing, or lack thereof, from Isaac Lowe, because he's not really done much with it, or they preferred the sharp counters? Thought Lowe was going to go there. Nicky Ball is relentless trying to get in there on Isaac Lowe. Look at this. Look at both guys' faces. It's just so much blood in this ring. Good Lord. Isaac Lowe had the union. Well, no, he didn't have he had the white and red trunks. Well, they're just mainly red now. And it's what an uppercut. Did you see Isaac Lowe's head just snap back from that uppercut? But he's still working hard, trying to back Nicky Ball up against the rope. Oh, that's it. That's got to be it. Nicky Ball, Tell comes in, referee Isaac Lowe stops the fight. That was a weird one. That was a weird stoppage. The way Isaac Lowe was the referee just kind of let him. It was a weird. I'll need to see that again. But Nicky Ball stops Isaac Lowe in the 6th round. Great performance. Good Lord. This was man against man in there. What we think of that stoppage? I gotta need to see a replay of that. Gotta need to see a replay of that. I'll see what happened there. It was a weird one. It was a very strange one. He kind of pushed Isaac Lowe into the ropes. I was expecting the referee to just call a halt and just kind of break both guys, let them regroup. But then he doesn't do it. And then, of course, he's a fighter. He hits him. And then the towel comes in from Andy Lee. I'll need to have a look at that again. Thank you. I'm not drinking beer tonight, mate. I couldn't. I just was like, no, stomach just won't be able for it. So I'm sticking with Lucozade. So no drunk stream. I don't know how people do that. You see some YouTubers do it, like gaming YouTubers do drunk streams where they just sit and subscribers pay them to take shots. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they're still alive. SG man, big up. Work rate is crazy. Work rate's going to be crazy next week. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this replay. So he shoves. Oh, referee should have called. I think the referee was in the wrong there. I think the referee should have called a halt to the action there. Got Isaac Lowe out and let them and just shout break. Let's have a look. Oh, big left hook. That was it. Very strange one. Because the referee just kind of, and Isaac Lowe's arm is caught in the rope now as well at the same time. So Nicky Ball just kind of shoves Isaac Lowe into the ropes. He waits and then hits him. I think he assumed the referee was going to jump in and intervene and just let Isaac Lowe regroup, but he didn't. Very strange stoppage. Very strange from the referee, but Raging Ball. I picked Nicky Ball to win on points. I picked him to win on points, but look, I'll still get the points in the prediction league because he did win. But yeah, the work rate's crazy. I'm going to carry on next week, mate, with the work rate. You know that. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of fallout for this fight, for the winner and the loser. So we obviously got a lot to talk about there. Because there's no World Cup on this summer, you think Eddie or someone will try and get a big card in the stadium. Well, God knows actually where AJ Usyk's going to be. Yeah, Raging Ball. Great fight, but look at that blood. Holy mother of God. He ragdolled him, he did. Regular trains with Echo Falls. If they sell bottles of Echo Falls, they could literally have... I know. You can't get Echo Falls here in Ireland anyway. Well, you can, but I think it's like very rare where shops stock it. That was fun. 124 in the building. If you could, lads and lassies, smash the like button. Help your boy out. I have 63 likes. I want to get to 100 likes. 127 in the building. We're doing well. Let's know, people. We've got one more fight after this, and then we're into the main event. So we're looking at a 10 p.m. ring walk time. What are we all thinking? Who are we all going for? Just checking how it was in terms of battery life before I need to plug in the charger. How we all thinking? What we all going for? So what we all going for? Who we got? How's the undercard been, G-Man? It's been as you'd expect, mate. It's not been amazing, but it's not been as bad. Like, that fight there was fun. It was a good little scrap. So it's been all right. We're all in this for the main event. That's what we're in this for. We're in it for the main event. Being out all evening. Can't beat a bit of day drinking, mate. Can't beat a bit of day drinking. I wonder if boosted Echo Falls sales. I'd imagine he did. I'd imagine he's boosted their sales, definitely. Because he drinks it that much and he's got loads of fans. So I'd imagine that showing highlights of this fight, this was a good little scrap. I have to say it was a fun fight to watch. But that Nicky Ball, he's going to be interesting moving forward. I'd say a good boxer with good fundamentals and a good defense would give him fits, because when Isaac Lowe did box, he did have a bit of success in there, but Jesus, that was crazy. Tyson's team have gone for a small ring. I haven't really looked at the ring size, but it's definitely not. If he's got a box, the bigger the ring, the better for the boxer. So if you have a really, really big ring, that's much better for the boxer because you can move a lot more. Hair transplant, I think. Jesus, that might be something I'll look at one eventually. Quite early, Fury late. Don't know. What size is the ring? I'm thinking that looks about 18. I want to say it's about 18 footer maybe, in around that. in around the 18-foot region. So I'd say we're looking at a ring in around that size, in around the 18 kind of foot mark. Um, Again, like it's not a small ring, but it wouldn't be the biggest. If you're looking to move, if you're looking to go moving, I wouldn't say you'd probably be happier with a bigger ring. Like I remember in Dusseldorf, that ring was quite big, the one for Klitschko. No, I'm not. I wish. I'd love to be a full time YouTuber. I'd absolutely love it. But if I was like, what I make from YouTube, it's good pocket money. Put it like that. But it's nothing you could live on. I couldn't live on what I make from YouTube. No way. But I could, if I wanted to work part time, I'd be breaking even. I'll put it like that. And it varies from month to month. Super chats taken into equations. If I get a big super chat, it helps. And if there's a lot of boxing news where you can do a lot of videos on, it will increase. If it's a quieter time where there's not as much, it won't be as much. So it's a hit and a miss. And sometimes they give you more revenue for the ads regardless, because it's December. I think it's REM or RPM. I think it's something like that. It's called. So it comes in peaks and troughs. Big up from Scotland. Shout out to my Scottish brother. I can't really do. I was going to do a Scottish accent, but I'm going to butcher that if I do it. I just know that I'm crap at doing them Scottish accents. New ball fan, yeah, he does. He looks fun. I said earlier it's 16. Okay, so 16-foot. Jesus. I remember Billy Joe. Didn't they want a 20-foot or 22-foot ring when they were fighting Canelo, and they obviously were not going to get that. They did get it bigger though. You think Lowe was expecting the referee? So did I. I really was. I was kind of like, what's going on here? Oh, here's an interesting one. Before I read that, I'll read it now in a sec. Look who they have. They have Bunsey, they have Frank Warren, Parker one side, Joe Joyce the other. Oh, are they going to announce this fight? Are they actually going to like? I have the sound off. I'm gonna mute this stream and turn the sound on. Oh, they've agreed to it. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna rewind this. Have they agreed to Joseph Parker versus Thing? Because if they have, then this is a great little scrap right there. I'm gonna mute this. Okay, so he's pretty much Warren is confirmed it's happening in July. He hasn't given a date. So, well, hey, this is going to be interesting. That's a video for tomorrow. Joe Parker, Joe Joyce in July. Damn, that's a good little scrap. Damn, I like that fight. I really do. So is Joe Parker not with Eddie Hearn anymore, or is he just kind of freelancing? Lennox Lewis says it's small, and it's the same one he fought Bruno in. I remember when he fought Ray Mercer. That was bizarrely small. If you've never seen Ray Mercer and Lennox Lewis, watch it. It's a great fight. But the ring they fought in was unusually small, like especially for a big time fight. For two big fighters, but heavyweights. That ring was unusually small. But then, if you have more time to do more content and you get money, subs, etc., it's obviously reward. I know, mate, and like that's the thing. Like, I'd love to. Believe me, I'd love to chuck out more than I'd love to. If I could, I would do like 3, 4 videos a day and stream 3 or 4 times a week if I had the time. I just don't have the time. I know there are some channels who have 20K subs and are full time. It does like I'll put it like this, right? If one of my videos was say 15 minutes long and it gets 2,000 views, you're looking at between 15 20 quid for that video. So if I do say like I'd have to do like 5 videos in a day, all between the same thing, to be getting 100 quid a day. And I'd have to do that 5 days a week to get 100 to get about 500 quid. So it kind of varies, but super chats help out a lot. They kind of when I get some because like I could do one of these watch alongs Like there's times I've got 100 quid donations, 50 quid donations, and it just shoots it up. You could be having a month where you're kind of like, it's not really, it's all right, bit of pocket money, and then boom, one stream just to get a couple of donations, and boom, shoots up. What happened with Ball Low? Nick Ball stopped him in 6 rounds. Great fight, battered Isaac Lowe. So co-main is coming up now, guys. What time's the fight? I reckon 10 p.m. There's only one more fight after this. So this fight that's coming up next is the last one before the main event. Very small interest in. Yeah, I mean, like, if is there a tactic admission that he doesn't have his legs anymore? Well, if Fury was going to move, if he was planning on moving for 12 rounds, he would want a ring big, big ring that would help him be able to move for 12 rounds. So if the ring is smaller, you would obviously assume bigger is better for Fury. I want to know what gloves Dillian Whyte's going to be wearing. That's what I really want to know, because he traditionally uses fly gloves. Now, I know the WBC and Amir Khan and Kell Brook. Remember, Kell Brook had to change gloves. But I know the WBC have said that their fighters aren't allowed. If you want to fight for one of their titles, you can't use fly gloves. So, and fly gloves are not horsehair gloves, which is bizarre. They obviously just don't like the layout. Issue with Virgin Media. Oh, no, mate. Oh, I just bought it on BT Sport. Big up to Paul Cook. Whyte in the 6th round, left hook, body shot. That's something we don't really see in boxing. Parker for the win. I'll shout out to Damas. I'm probably saying that name wrong. I'll put your thing up on the screen. Early prediction of Whyte Joyce. You had to ask me that. Appreciate the super chats. I'm obliged to answer because you gave the super chat. And I always prioritize them as well. Early thoughts on Parker Joyce. Parker definitely is the more athletic. He's the faster. But Joe Joyce, with his jab, could cause Parker issues. He's only one fight really properly with Andy Lee. I like this fight. My prediction might change, but as it stands right now, I will go with a points decision for Joe Joyce. That's how it stands now. That's what I'll go with at the time being. For the time being, I'll go with Joe Joyce on points. That might change, but I'm going to go with Joe Joyce on points. There we go. It's 20 years to the day. Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, it is. April 21st, No, that was 2001. So 21 years. That was 2001 when they fought. But yeah, could be an omen, mate. Could be an omen. Ray Mercer, Tommy Morrison was a good fight. Brutal knockout. Oh, yeah. Paul Cook, I remember actually because I was getting notifications that you were, because they only do that for like big channels, 37K subs and it's part time. See, I get between 75 to 100K views per month. So yeah, in around that ballpark. I've never made 850 quid. I've come close to it, but I've never made 850 quid in a month from YouTube. Barry Williamson, brutal ending for Morrison against Mercer. Nasty knockout. Yeah, it was a bad knockout. I've seen it, and shout out to Mighty Max. Brilliant. Edwin Valero was fantastic. He really was. As a fighter, he was just ferocious. Him against Loma. Him against Loma would have been amazing. Come on, Darren Teltley. Brutal KO it was. And Mercer, he had a chin. Like, the shots he took from Morrison, he said Morrison hit him harder than Lewis. Are you showing the full fight, mate? No, mate, it's just a watch along. So we're literally just reacting to the fight as it happens. We're talking about it, but it's literally just going to be a live watch along. We're not doing not only footage. I'll get copyrighted. And there's difference between a claim and a strike. A claim is all right. It just means that people like Sky don't like the video, so they won't let you show it, which is fine. You just delete it. But a claim is you get in trouble for that. Not like legal trouble, but like if you get like 2 or 3, they'll shut your channel down. So, yeah. And yeah, I was gonna say when I seen that, shout out to Jamie by the way. When I seen that, I was like, "Oh, so it's announced." So obviously, I'm rewinding to see the date, and he's like, "It's gonna happen sometime in July." It's like, all right, but you could give us a date because you may. I wonder, is he waiting to see if Fight Camp is on? Because Fight Camp normally starts in July. So I'm wondering, is he waiting to see, okay, if Fight Camp is on, because it will be this year, I think. I think he said it will be. I wonder if he's thinking, okay, so if Fight Camp is on, we want to get it just before that. So I'm assuming that's what Warren wants to do. He obviously is going to put that on pay-per-view, I would imagine. So I'd say he's trying to make sure that if he puts that fight on, especially on pay-per-view, that he's not going to lose anything. And he doesn't want to go up against Eddie Hearn in Fight Camp. I would imagine that's what it is. Usman now. Yep. So come in. Was there a link? Is there a link? I can read you out a website that will have it, but I can't give a link. Website where you could watch this is a website. I'll spell it for you. It's RELEASESKY.com. I shout out to Daz Pierce. Bumps to a $5 from the week. Thanks. Appreciate it, man. As I said, every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. The super chats, every little bit helps. I'll tell you, I'm happy with that. 82 likes, 120 in the building. Need 18 more likes for 100. Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. Let's go. Edwin Valera versus Tank Davis. I go with Edwin Valera to win that fight. Probably by knockout. Need Whyte to KO inside for second biggest win this year. You should make some good cash from that, especially early on. Mercer took the kitchen sink from Morrison, then broke him down. Similar to Hay versus Thompson. Yeah, actually, that's a very good comparison, actually. Very good comparison. He literally took everything Morrison could give, and Morrison never had the greatest chin. What do you think of the undercard? Yeah, it's not been amazing, but there's been some fun scraps. Like the low fight was actually quite fun. Got Fury by 12 rounds. Could happen, definitely. The undercard isn't great, but we're getting closer. Yeah, at the end of the day, like you can't really complain. I mean, we're getting through it. There's only this fight, then we're into Fury Whyte. So we can't really complain. It's not like they put a load of, crap fights on that are going to go long. So we're good. We're good. It's not been that bad, but it's not pay-per-view worthy, put it like that, but the main event is. Frank going to act like a plank if there's a hitch and somebody doesn't sign for that fight. He's going to look like a complete twat if that happens. When is the main event? 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Parker and Joyce wouldn't be signed until Whyte fight has happened. And Parker was a stand-in for a replacement. Big up G-Man. Top Donnie in this boxing thing. I know, man. No, getting there, man. Getting there. We're getting there. We are at how many subs? 7,190. I only hit 7K, 2 weeks ago? So we're getting there. 10K by the end of the year, lads. I can do it. We can do it. 10K by the end of the year. That would be so cool to see 10K. Like, that'd be crazy. Yeah, seeing that, of course they would. I just don't pay. I just was like, no comment. Just no comment to that. Let's see this fight. 12-rounder. And let's see. We got Darren Tetley versus Usman. I'm probably butchering that name wrong. I've seen both these guys fight. I've seen Tellman got beat by Liam Taylor in a couple of fights ago. And he was actually blown out by Avanesian on a boxer show back in October. Ooh. Thought he was staggered a bit there early on. Thought he got a bit of a stagger early on. And I like the gloves that Usman is using. Ezeman, I'd probably say his name. Is it Ezeman or I think it's Ezeman. I like the gloves he's using. They are from a guy in not Mexico, a guy in Spain, MXN is what they used to be called. I think they're called Sandors or something now. And they're proper puncher gloves. They're really good. And he's actually going quite. I think Frank Warren's biggest issue, and I think it'd be our biggest issue as well, is if this fight ends early, we've got basically an hour to kill. If this fight ends, we'll say in 3 or 4 rounds, then boy, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. He's coming out starting strong in this first round. Oh, but takes a left hook there. To be fair, not flush, not flush, but some big feeling out from both men. Swinging a miss with a right hand there from Ezeman. I'm saying his name way wrong. But both guys doing their thing. What's going on with Casemiro? God only knows, mate. That fight was doomed from the start, though. I seen the Pro Bellum card last night. I saw Maxwell lost, and Butler was able to get a win over Jonas Sutil. Is that how you pronounce his name, or Sultan? And I actually thought that would be a banana skin for him because he's not a bad fighter. He's not a he's not he's kind of one of them fringe world level fighters who's a bit tricky. But yeah, Casemiro, I think he's finished, man. I mean, he's got some. He fleed Philippines, didn't he? He Clayton to win the darts on Thursday. Horse today, ball KO and Whyte inside 6. That's good going. That's good going, mate. So you're just waiting on Whyte. If he gets to inside 6, man, you've really hit the bag there. That's a good acca, by the way. That's a real good acca. Because Clayton to win darts, I don't know anything about horse racing, but Clayton to win on the Premier League, I actually thought he would. He's quite good. Support is a distant fight. Uh, I'm in the mood. Um, I'm in the mood for this fight after watching. That's a great scrap. WTF, those types of belts were those types of belts genuine question. God only knows. They just WBC are idiots. Can I get a shout out? Shout out to Rowan Sweeney. Big up yourself, my man. Shout out to Rowan Sweeney every time. Sunday and Fearon are the worst watch alongs. I can imagine, mate. You can imagine the egos going on in there. You can imagine the egos of the knowledge and Tunde lions in the camp. You criticize me. You're a hater. You're a hater. You're a hater. I don't see why. You're just a hater. If you have an hour to kill, watch John Fury versus the Tyson gets this easy. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. Does he get it easy, mate? I don't. I don't think this is an easy fight for either man. I think we are going to see an absolute. We're going to see a great fight. That's what I think is going to happen. We're going to see an absolute humdinger of a fight. That's what I think. We're not a million miles away off getting it. We just won. We got this fight out of the way. Might go 12. And it's actually not looking that bad of a fight so far. It's obviously not kicked off like the low fight did. That thing was just balls to the wall from the first round, but it's not too bad. I mean, both guys looking all right in there. You know, both guys trying to box bit, but there is some big shots going in. Those big shots go, and I think I'm in sync with everyone because this is BT, just BT Sports. So I'm in sync. So my commentary should be in sync with most people, unless you're streaming it, because I'm watching this just as it is. Which Premier League do I support? Oh man, it's been tough. It's been tough. United fan, been very tough. Tough times, not easy. And one of my friends, for years I've known him, and he's a Liverpool fan. I used to always take the piss because United were always doing better, and now he's always first any chance he gets, he is coming. Who won the weekend? And we played crap against Liverpool. Oh yeah, I'll do a review after this. Actually, my phone. I need to just real quick. I'm just gonna pop this on mute for a second. I need to plug it in because the charger is gonna go. Just give me two. Here we go. Back. Now I just had to plug in the old charger because I knew StreamYard absolutely drinks the battery life on your phone. I knew that was going to happen. So I said, right, I got to get this. I got to get the old charger in. Just keep. There we go. There. Let's see. Need to get a post-fight discussion from you, Chris, Hatman, and Ultra. You know something? I need to get. Hopefully, if Hatman is doing a live after, I'm always welcome. Normally welcome them. So we'll see. But I haven't done a live with Hatman since the Wilder fight. Yeah, I have to think that I'm surprised it's as small as it is because here's the thing, right? I certainly feel as though Fury's going to move in this fight. And if you're a mover, you want the ring as big as you can conceivably get it. All right, this isn't a massive ring. A 16 foot is about. I've seen a lot bigger for fights of this magnitude. I've seen a lot bigger. It's not. It's kind of more average size. It's more average in the smaller kind of end. So that implies to me that Fury, he won't be able to. Well, it's going to be harder for him to move for 12 rounds because I'm looking at it here, and it is a. I've seen rings a lot bigger that would benefit a mover. And that ring is not going to benefit a mover, especially someone as big as Tyson Fury. Someone as big as Tyson Fury, that's not going to benefit him a ring like that. So it's going to be interesting. I'm telling you now, lads, this is going to be a very, 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 very intriguing fight. That's all I got to say. I'm telling you now, I'm picking Dillian Whyte. I think my pick is good, and there's just a lot about this that just has me think Dillian Whyte's going to win. And the ring size, I mean, I just had that feeling. Let's see. Oh, I'm just intrigued on this fight that we're watching in here between Ezeman and Darren Tately. There's a lot of shots going in. They are a bit reckless with the head. Steve Gray, referee, giving them a warning. As a co-feature, it's not ideal, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think the last fight kind of got everyone out of their seats. This one's kind of a bit of a slower burner, but it's not a terrible fight. Some shots going in from both guys, but I don't think both guys are necessarily the biggest punchers in the world. I don't think both guys are really in danger, but Esmond definitely doing a good work and sinking in some very nice body shots in there. Very good work from him in this third round. Minute and 20 seconds gone. Some very good work going on in here. Very good. I like what I see from both guys. But it's all about the main event. The main event is next. That's the fight we're all interested in. That's the fight we all want to see. And Wembley Stadium is still filling up as well. So there are literally going to be people coming in here just for the main event. And I think as well, they can't do it any later than 10. Left hook goes down the inside there. They can't do it later than 10 because if people are still flocking in at, like, say, 9, well, it probably is 9 o'clock now, but if they're still flocking in, they're not going to do it early in case people miss it. They're not going to do that. Frank Warren there ringside. Some shots again go in from Usman. 30 seconds to go here in the third round. Definitely the cleaner shots and the more effective, and definitely the busier work is coming from Usman. Definitely good work in here. But both guys swinging and missing. And Usman's definitely, he's open to some counters. Definitely by the looks of things. Let's see. I got a feeling we're in for a controversial ending. I hope so. Give me a lot to talk about. G-Man, could you see Fury hitting the canvas? I could see both guys hitting the canvas. As a Liverpool fan, you're in United's position now for about 30 years. I hope it's not that long. Anthony Yard is one of the worst managed careers ever. Yeah, that was stupid. That was really stupid. But I guess they just thought, what's the point in losing at lower level? Let's just keep going and see what we can do. I don't know enough about football. I don't watch it religiously enough to do a channel on it, mate, to be honest with you. So I wouldn't do a football channel. And gloves being used. Both have used both have glove history, and the British Boxing Board of Control allow fighters to change gloves, and the other teams don't. Could Tyson? Yeah, definitely. I'm telling you now, I wouldn't be shocked if there's a few shenanigans around the gloves. I wouldn't be shocked at all. The WBC might pull some shenanigans and say that Dillian Whyte can't use them. He has used the narrow gloves as well as fly. So he's used fly gloves in the past and the narrow. The narrow are more puncher glove. Oh, that was a good jab that went in from Taylor. That jab appeared to stun Usman slightly. His legs buckled. New Punk says, nice. I've never caught one of these. Oh, you're in one now, mate. We're in deep in here. I'm enjoying this card. Been enjoying it. It's been fun. It's been a lively live stream as well. Is the next fight Tyson? Yeah, the next fight is Tyson Fury. That's the next one. The only way he can get Tyson is when Tyson does his grab counter, and that's early enough. Could win. Definitely could. G-Man, how's the true crime channel going? A name with a mad story to attach a relation to research is Audrey Marie Hilly. I'll definitely look into that. Now, the true crime is still going. I'm still doing it. It's just, as I said, someone asked me earlier, am I doing this full time? And I'm like, I have barely enough time to do one video a day for this channel. Those true crime videos take ages to do between researching it, recording it, and everything. They take ages, hence the reason why I've not been as active on that channel. But it's something I still want to do. I was using it this week for just purely trying to get around the copyrights. Didn't want to get any claims on this channel. I think I read that. Do you think Tyson Fury would have a lot of concentration and dolly in the weight, and that he is when C LOL? I might be reading that wrong, mate, but I might want to retype that because I'm not sure what you were asking there, mate. What am I drinking, mate? I'm not drinking anything special. I'm not drinking anything special. Drinking me old Lucozade. Nothing special, mate. The drink of champions. I'm not a big alcohol drinker. I was gonna get like some beers in for tonight, but I just can't, man. My stomach just can't take it. I just cannot take the alcohol. I've never been a big drinker, and the longer I go without drinking, when I finally do have a drink or two, I mean, I just get pains now. Ball definitely look good. I should be commentating more on this fight, but I just know the main event is next. But I'm watching this fight sometimes. It's not a bad little scrap time. Both guys are having a bit of success in there, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to this main event. Is Hey ringside? Big John looking for him. Yeah, Big John. My man doing well so far. Yeah, both guys are doing quite well. Looking in the dressing rooms. Okay, both guys are not even warmed up yet, so we're a while away. Didn't mean to press that. Yeah, we're a while away. Both guys aren't even gloved up yet, so I'd say, what time is it? They'll be getting gloved up, I'd say, in the next while. They have the hand wrap on anyway. So, G-Man, Chris, Hartman are my go-tos with Ty FL on the jokes. Yes. Get named with them. Get named with Chris and Hatman. I'll take that. I'll take that. It's crazy I get named with them guys. Hatman is just, I've watched Hatman since 2014 and Chris since 2020. Mid 2020, I started watching Chris. So let's see. They have Teltley ahead by 1 point. The second round they scored even, so God knows what way that went, but Teltley is ahead. It's been an interesting little scrap because I've been watching this, even though I haven't been spent much time commentating on it. I have been watching it. It's been interesting. It's been interesting. Teltley is definitely finding his range. Like what Usman was doing early on was he was looking for big shots, but they weren't there. Tetley was just seeing them coming and was able to move out of the way, and he seems to be picking the better shots now at this stage. And definitely seems to be actually growing in confidence as this fight goes. Because look at this here. He's able to move his guy. He's able to get shots in, counter, and move. And Usman is just running around the ring after him. He's not really doing much. But though he does land some. Oh, there's a left hook that goes in. Left hook that goes in. Tesman looked shaking a bit there. Definitely moved back with a kind of a glassy look in his eyes. Looked shaken. But Usman not noting as a devastating puncher. But trying to get shots in. Really looking a bit messy up close. Minute and 45 to go here in the 5th round. Short left hooks land on the inside. The referee breaks them. I seen that. That was crazy. Apparently he got reported for that. Big John faces Tyson loses, man. If Tyson loses, that's gonna be crazy. If Fury wins and retires, it puts Dillian Whyte back in the picture for the belt. Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't be shocked if they order Whyte Wilder. No matter what gloves you pick, no matter what you pick at glove meeting, you can change into another brand in dressing room, and only the promoter will get told. I think Frank may do just as Eddie has. Yeah, they can just disagree with the gloves, and you're good to go. Classic true crime with G-Man. That's what's called true crime with G-Man. The True Crime Channel. How are we looking on here for things? 103 likes. Let's see. I would love to get 150 likes. If we can get 150 likes in this stream, I'll be quite I'll be quite content with that. So if there's anyone in the 120 people who haven't are new to the channel, if you like to watch along, you like the style, hit the like and subscribe. It only takes 2 seconds. And I can't wait for this main event. Get the commentary going, get watching. I can't wait to see the chat in the main event. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, Boot will definitely do a hype stream. No, Hatman probably could do. I would say, judging by how many views Hatman gets a month, I'd say he probably could do YouTube full time. But I know he has other things. I know he works as well, so he doesn't do that full time. Do you watch that chapter? M8 Irish guy does real crime videos. He's real good, made a fortune. Man, I haven't seen him, but I will look at him. But those crime channels make a fortune. My channel's called True Crime with G-Man. Just literally True Crime with G-Man. And I haven't done a video for a couple of months, but look, I was thinking of doing is just recording an absolute bulk of them, all like over the course of like 3 days. So I have enough to do for like 5 or 6 weeks just to give me it, because that might be the best way to do it. Just record shitloads of them and then just chuck them out every week. There's so many good cases that I haven't talked about yet. I'm not a big fan of these people getting title shots after a loss. Yeah, no, nor am I. Unless like it was really controversial. Like for example, Catrol, I wouldn't have a problem with him getting another shot. He deserves that. But yeah, Frank Bruno in the building. Big Frank. I'd say there's a good few old heavyweights in there. But we're into round 6. Marku would beat Akbao, in my opinion. Usman. Marku was all right. I think that Marku, I remember his own on the American feed once said that he was ready for a world title fight when he was fighting that Jamie Stewart guy that he got drawn in. I was like, no, this guy's nowhere near world title level. Certainly not at the minute. He's got a bit of potential, but I don't know. I think him against Ben. You'd favour Conor Ben, but Marku definitely carries power, carries good punching power. Would you ever consider covering Irish domestic scene on your channel? I thought about that before, but I don't know. Most of the guys at domestic level are crap. There's never any shows here, and I don't know. I doubt it, mate. To be honest with you, I think like sound arrogant, but my channel's kind of outgrown that at this stage. Like there are channels that like have like 200 subs who do the domestic scene, and they have like barely done anything with the domestic scene. So I just let them kind of deal with that. I just kind of deal with boxing in general, and definitely we'll do more documentaries after that last one we did during the week. And I think we found a way around the copywriting thing as well. Obviously what we did was we put clips in, which is not ideal, but we were kind of stuck for time, so we had to kind of just put the clips in and just hope for the best. But I think now we have a way that we can actually get around putting footage in. I think we have found a way around it. I think we have a way around it. So I have an idea for another documentary. It's not actually, it's not previewing a fight. I have an idea for one that I'm gonna get working on probably next week. Won't go out anytime soon, but in terms of it'll go out probably in the next couple of weeks. But I have an idea for one, and I think we found a way to get around the whole copyright issue. So watch the space. There might be shows. That's actually something I was thinking of today, funny enough, mate. I was thinking about that in the gym earlier. I was thinking actually, would there be more shows? Because I know in Ireland, after the Regency incident a few years ago, and with MCK cracking down on a lot of Irish fighters, there was really no fights in the country at all. And a lot of Irish fighters were signing with MTK, so there wasn't any real fighters in Ireland sticking in Ireland basically. And I was just thinking that with MTK gone, would it be easier to get shows over the line here in Ireland? It might. It's still a fortune to put a show on, so I wouldn't imagine there'd be many. Who would I favour? I favour Evanesian, but I give Ben a shot. Yeah, nearly 10k. Nearly, man. We're getting there. We're getting there. 7,194 subs now. So we're nearly there, mate. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. If I can do, believe me, a good week. If I can put in enough work next week, I can get to like maybe 7,300, maybe 7,350 if I do a good week next week. We're right on course to hit it by Christmas. We're on course to hit it by Christmas. I think I can do it. Of course I can do it. And that documentary helped out a lot. Really did. Lots of Irish fighters in the UK, some in America, barely any shows in Ireland anymore. Yeah, it's been even pre 2020, there was hardly any shows. Let's see how this fight is going. Not really been paying enough attention to this, to be honest with you. Good uppercut there from Tetley. Tetley's been doing very well in this fight, boxing quite well. It's competitive throughout, though. Like, he's had moments where he's been rocked a bit, but for the most part, he's been looking quite well. I mean, like, this is the guy who got beat by Liam Taylor, and Liam Taylor got absolutely ironed out by Evanesian. So definitely doing well in there. The welterweight scene at domestic level is good, and people say like Conor Benn, why did I thought he was more hurt than he was there. When Conor Benn, before he fought Formella, you had guys like Chris Congo, McKinson, and people like that. A lot of these guys could give Ben fits of issues. So I can see another reason why Ben's not fighting at domestic level. Not saying he'd lose to them necessarily, but they could really mess him around big time and make him look quite undramatic or quite, novice. I could definitely see why they bypass domestic level. There's no substitute for good experience, and I think the traditional route will always be the best. I think no matter what, you'll always get the traditional route is the best. Minute and 30 to go in the seventh round. Still good. It's an interesting. It's kind of nicely poised, this fight, and of course that was low. That was definitely low. Longer this fight goes, the closer we get to the main event. They're hoping for a 12 rounder. They don't want to have to be feeling this. Oh, some good shots there from Teddy there again. Fighting his way through. Finding his way through in this fight. Doing very well. Both guys, it's poised, this fight. It's a close fight. It's a fucking close fight, this one. I'm struggling to see to pick up the guy between these two rounds because there's a lot of close competitive rounds in this fight. I've been watching it. Both guys are doing what they need to do. Oh, some good shots there from Usman. Went in there and landed, not a bother. Tetley just grimacing a bit there in the inside, takes another left hook as he backs up. The left eye of Usman is swelling up a bit. He's He's been taking some jabs from Tetley as well in this fight. Very intriguing fight. Very interesting. As the 7th round comes to an end, we get ready. Main event is next. Probellum and MTK are goose now. No one will go near them. Yeah, Probellum might come back. Probellum might be okay, but MTK, man, they're done. They're done. They're done for. Probellum may come back. You may see them yet. They may wait till it dies down and go on, lad. They may come back. Interesting video just uploaded on BT. We're with Dillian Whyte. Sounds like he's gonna let them go at it. Interesting. He letting both fighters go at it. So, Bunsey interviewing Rio Ferdinand. Wonder who he'd be going for. I wonder who he'd be pulling for in that fight. Is he a Fury fan or is he a Whyte fan? Let's see. Some view from Wembley Stadium. London is a hell of a city. Can't wait to go back there and spend a few nights in London again. Always good fun. Hell of a city. I think Wembley is kind of, it's further outside the city. It's kind of like, it wouldn't be kind of like near Westminster or anywhere like that, if I'm right. It's kind of further north in London, I think, anyway. But you get the tube anywhere in London, to be fair. It's a really easy city to get around if you just get the tube. Shout out to G-Man Boxing. Where's the piss bottle? Still leaning towards Whyte. Yep. No, going with that. I'm sticking with my gun. I have a feel. I just can't shake that feeling. I think he's going to do it. I genuinely, hand on heart, think he's going to do it. And I've been buzzing for this fight all week. I can't wait for this fight. Just like, I'd say the next what time is it? In the next 40 minutes are going to drag in because I really want to get this. Do you agree with Chris Andre that Whyte would arguably only beat Fury 1 out of 5 times? I like Chris, he's a good mate, and I normally agree with what he says, and I genuinely think that it's more even Steven. Fury is the better of the two in terms of ability, no doubt. But I think Dillian Whyte can give Fury problems no matter how many times they fight. Not to say he would beat him every time, but he can give him problems, definitely. Definitely. So I don't know if you're talking about 1 out of 5. If I'm wrong, so be it. But I think that I think Dillian Whyte's going to give Fury all he can handle. Mark my words. I think he's going to beat. Genuinely, I'm not doing it to stand out or to be different. You know me, I normally go safety first. To be honest, which I normally do pick the favourite. But I just have that feeling Dillian Whyte's going to do it this time. If I'm wrong, so be it. I've got a few picks wrong. I'll look like Nostradamus if I get this right. I'm telling you, I'll look like bleeding Nostradamus if I get this pick right. Both guys really working hard here in this 8th round, up close in the clinch. Who's been working hard there? Definitely not as lively this fight as the last one. The last one was lively as hell. Fury team looking nervous. I'd imagine they would be. The occasion itself, like, I mean, I'm not saying they're nervous about the fight. No, but I'd imagine the occasion would actually make them quite nervous. I mean, they've never gone out to a crowd like this. They're normally the away fighters, because they're coming into the Lions Den. This is a homecoming for Fury. First fight in the UK since 2018. And I think they're probably more nervous about the occasion, more so than anything else. What you drinking there? Just Lucozade, mate. Just Lucozade. Nothing major. Just save some for the main event. Let's see, both guys warming up. Dillian Whyte doing some, are they chin-ups he's doing? Or is he just stretching? But both guys getting warmed up now, so. Oh, man. We are not far away from fight time. Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury. Man. I cannot wait for this main event. I literally cannot wait. At the end of the day, you got to go with your gut feeling. That's it. Like your gut feeling is there for a reason. It's there for a reason. I know it kind of sounds kind of cliche, but it is genuine that it's there for a reason. You have to go with it. You can be wrong. If you're wrong, you're wrong. But I don't. I just think Dylan White has this. I haven't bet anything on it. I don't bet, so I haven't bet on it. But if I had someone gave me a fiver, I'd stick it on Dylan White. So more good shots go in from Tetley there again. Usman's defense isn't great. What outfit will Fury walk to the ring with? Anything will be better than that. He loves the Spartans outfit. I'm actually thinking, I'd be surprised if he doesn't wear, I reckon he'll wear like a king's robe. The return of the Mac playing and probably a king's robe. The king is back. The king has returned home. After 4 years, the king is home. I reckon something like that, mate. That's probably what he's going to be wearing. This fight, I mean, Usman is definitely taking a foothold in this ninth round. He's landed some good shots on Tetley here. See this little fucker here. You want to see the fight, not your face. It says watch along. So we're watching the fight. Simple as. Watch along, as in reacting to the fight. Finally managed to bite Joe. Let's go. There you go, mate. Fury going to be on his feet light. I think he's looking to bounce around. You see, that's the thing, right? I think that's what he probably wants to do. But the ring is, I'm worried about the ring size. If it's small, that's interesting. The small ring. Did you hear the rumor that Fury and Billy Joe are falling out? Yeah, it was. Well, he's not. I haven't seen Billy Joe at this fight, so I would imagine that the rumors that them two aren't exactly on the best of terms is true. Because Billy Joe and Tyson Fury, after Billy Joe fought Canelo, there was a lot made about Tyson Fury not helping Tom Saunders, Billy Joe's dad. So it's interesting. We'll wait and see. Small ring. Yeah. I've seen a few low blows go in, to be fair. I've seen a few. No. No, if he wins, no. But we're at the twilight of Fury's career. That I do think we are. I think we're at his twilight. But in terms of this being his last fight, no, no, no. I think he still has more fights in him, maybe one or two, probably one or two. But we're near the end of his career for definite. The match was 52 used. Haven't followed out. Just said a couple of days ago he'd just been on the phone. All right. But I wonder why Billy Joe isn't at the fight though. Do you think there's any truth in the retirement talk? I usually think Fury is nonsense. Look, I genuinely do think that we're near the end of Fury's career. We're in the twilight of it, so I think he's taking it serious, possibly. Like, I couldn't make heads or tails of it. He could possibly be near the end, or it's hard to tell. Nervous teams rub off on their fight. Nervous teams rub off on their fighters. Nervous fighters always focus. They rarely win. Remember how Whyte's team, especially Coldwell, looked well nervous before the fight against Povetkin. I remember that actually. That was actually a good point. Very good point actually about that. Remember Dave Coldwell was part of that team, and he did look nervous going into that Povetkin fight. But look, AJ looked very nervous against. There's been loads of times where fighters have looked really nervous and their teams have looked nervous, and they've gone out to win. So I think it could be just more the occasion as opposed to anything else. We're into the 10th round. So we've got 9 minutes to go here in this fight, and then we should be into the main event. Half hour to go. Half hour to go, people. We are nearly there. Referee has, or the Richie Woodhall has Usman ahead by 2 points with a couple of swing rounds in there. So it could be all to play for going into the final few rounds. It could be all to play for going into the end of this fight. have a little glander on Twitter, how they're seeing this. A lot of people saying that they fancy Dillian Whyte still. Nick Ball. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good for you saying they fancy Dillian Whyte on Twitter. I seen that. I seen Hatman did a poll and the majority were picking Dillian Whyte, which is strange. Seems a lot of people are swinging to Dillian Whyte now in fight week. I think maybe they feel that that's in the air as well. That Dillian Whyte, a lot of people are starting to feel that maybe he can get this. Some good shots landing in there from both guys. It's been a nice little fun little scrap. But I don't think someone asked about Usman, would he beat they don't think he'd beat Conor Benn. I don't think he would either. I think Conor Benn would beat this guy. He makes a few mistakes defensively. I think Conor Benn would beat Tetley. And I think he'd do an easier job on a bigger, easier well, he'd have an easier job with Tetley than Usman has. Surely Fury can't retire without a Joshua fight. You think that, but maybe he just feels that look, I beat him anyway, so what's the point? You know, maybe the hunger is kind of going a bit there. Switching to Dillian Whyte based exactly on what? There are several reasons. One, I don't think Fury has his legs under him anymore, and I can see him getting caught, especially if he looks to exchange with Dillian Whyte. I do think Fury is a lot more. They're swinging it in there, but I do think Fury is a lot more easy to hit nowadays than he used to be. I wonder about the damage from the Wilder fight, and I worry about the cut as well because that could still reopen. And again, I just have that feeling that there's something. I could be completely wrong, but it just feels like there's something in the air this week. It's just felt that way. Very hugely dependent on who. Oh yeah, like I mean, they definitely do, but it's a good indication sometimes. Any thoughts on Herrick design? Herrick to win that fight pretty straightforward, mate. And then, thought Tetley buzzed Usman there slightly with the left hook. He just kind of fell into a clinch there. And he spat his gun piece out, or mouthpiece out. Yeah, I'm going to do a watch along for Canelo as well. Fury's been retiring since he was about 23. Yeah, he's been on and off. No, it's going to be a better fight than that. It's going to be a better fight than that. Some people are saying it's not going to be a good fight. I've seen a few others say that. I think we're going to see a great fight. I really do. Whoa, Tetley having some good success in there at the end of this round. Going to be a real interesting fight. I can't wait for this. So, mate, I'm not streaming the actual fight. We're just doing a watch along. So there's no actual footage of it. So it's just a watch along. We're just reacting to it. Oh, have they? Talk Sports said there's a problem in the dressing room. Well, of course there would be. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Any indication of what it is, mate? Any indication of what it is? I'll check Twitter as well. See if there's anything there. Yeah. What are Talk Sports saying? I'm not seeing anything here, but if you know more than I do, feel free to let me know in the comments if there's any issues backstage and of what it is. Look at that. Looks crazy in there in Wembley Stadium. I would love to have gone there. I would love to have been there. One day, lads, one day we'll get there. We'll get there. We will get to do something on one of these fights one day. We are near the end here of the 11th round, or the start of the 11th round. So we're near the end of this fight. This fight will have 12 rounds written all over it. At 12 rounds written all over it. Oh, big combination there from Usman there. Really opened up there. Really opened the taps up there. Some good work from both guys in here. I think Tyson looked top heavy. I think it would be similar to Parker Whyte fight. Could be. Croatian pride worldwide. Shout out, shout out. Big up to Croatia. Big up to my Croatian subs. Mainly Babic fans. I do a good few vids on Babic. Or I have done. Babic is a fun fighter to watch. And he's on that May card. Looking forward to that. Love me some Alan Babic. Some good shots going in from Usman in this 11th round. He is really having a go in there. Really looking to stamp his authority on this fight after a bad 10th round. 133 in the building. 133 people in the chat. People, if you could smash the like button, we have 116 likes. Trying to get to 150 for this stream. Trying to get to 150. Oh, some good shots in there. Have you got any interviews lined up with fighters? Not. Haven't really been trying, to be honest with you, mate. I kind of just. I don't. I like doing the interviews, but I don't go out of my way to get them. If you know what I mean. If I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. I don't go out of my way to get those interviews. If you know what I mean. So, yeah. Frank Warren as well revealed it, but there's no date. Like, he's announcing a fight before the date is there, like before it's even signed. Yeah, G-Man went undefeated. Yeah, as an amateur. I wish I'd started boxing earlier. God knows what would have might have happened, but I like doing this. I love talking about it. I love reporting on it. I do love interviewing fighters. I love just pretty much the whole boxing journalism gig. It's great. So if I can't be a fighter, this is the next best thing. If I can't be a fighter, this is the next best thing. G-Man, great documentary. Keep it up. I've got more planned. I have more planned. I'm not going to do one for Canelo Bivol. I'm not doing one for Canelo Bivol. It's too quick a turnaround. It takes too long. But I do have other ones planned. I am going to start work on one or research on one for next week. It's not going to go out next week, but we're going to get started on it. It was great fun. It was just a bloody thing, you know. Commentary said they have asked to speak to a doctor. Weird. But both guys are warming up now. What does Fury have on? What gloves are they? Are they Everlast? What gloves are they? They look like Everlasts. They're coloured with the English flag. Are they Paffin Sport or are they Everlast? Cannot tell. Whyte hasn't put his gloves on yet. He's just skipping rope. Interested to know. Big up to Keane. Just on Addy's stream, thought I'd pop over here. I had to jump between the two during the fights, the Grudge Opinions. Big up yourself for that sick documentary. Yes, and your editor, Dan. Big up to Dan. He had to, oh man, I felt bad for him. It was getting copyrighted so much. He was putting in so much work. So, yeah, he's earned what he's getting now on Tuesday. He's earned all that. 100%. But thank you for coming by, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah, me and Addy doing the work together. He's got his stream, I've got mine. But big up, man, every time. Hope he's doing okay over there as well. Would you try to get any fighters and get press accommodation? I could, yeah. I didn't. I was thinking of doing it for this fight, but I really didn't try. I only sent I sent like one email and it was like I never followed it up. So I will. It's just it costs money as well, mate, because you have to pay for accommodation and stuff like that. So you think Ben would beat him? Oh yeah, definitely. Ben would beat both these guys, definitely. So both guys now getting warmed up. We are right. We are not far off, lads. We are not far off at all. We got some spam. There we go. Two minutes to go in the 12th round. It's been an even Steven fight, this, but I would say Usman has just slightly edged it. He's done more of what he wanted to do. He's picked up more rounds in this fight. Definitely. Fury warming up southpaw. I wonder. Do you know what I'm thinking? If Fury is going to fight southpaw, if Dillian Whyte does decide to go and start throwing a few more straight right hands down the pipe, Fury's defense from straight shots is not great. He was walking into, although Valine is a southpaw, but the right hand doesn't have to. The lead right, especially if Fury's going to fight side on in the southpaw stance. That could be interesting. Be very interesting. I don't mind it when fighters do switch it up when they switch it, but I don't like it when they just do it for the sake of it. You know, Demetrius Andre, the way he does it is if he knows it's not working one way, he won't repeatedly do it for the sake of it. You know, like Kid Galahad, who just does it for the sake of it. Demetrius Andre, when he fought Kulkai, I think he was fighting southpaw for most of it, and then he switched back to orthodox, and then he was able to, really get a bit of success then. So 30 seconds to go here in the 12th round. So, Jamie, me and you, like, it's going to be hell of a fight, mate. Hell of a fight. A quick question: are you watching on BT Sport? Yeah, watching on BT Sport box office. Is Whyte's team really asking for a doctor? I don't know. I'm not listening to anything. Who's your winner for tonight? Whyte, definitely. Whyte, definitely. Dillian Whyte to win. I think he's going to do it. And this fight is coming to an end soon. Waiting for the bell. There it is. And they punch on the brake, or they punch on the bell, but the fight ends. So, can we watch it here? Mate, I'm not showing any footage of the fight. It's just purely a watch along. It's just purely a watch along. So, I'll read you out, because I can't drop a link, but I'll read you out a website I use. All right. It's called, I'll spell it, RELEASESKY.com. They're great for those streams. Whyte is bang average. Whyte is better. Whyte is better than most people give him credit for. And I've been called a Dillian Whyte hater loads of times. Loads of times. Because he's definitely not as white as the driven snow in terms of like some of the things he's done, in terms of like fights going this way and saying I can't get a world title shot when he clearly can. So Fury warming up in the pads in his changing room. Don't know what gloves he has, but they're going to go in on Dillian Whyte now. Let's have a look see on Dillian Whyte. They look like Patton Sport gloves, actually, I think, because the Everlasts are more clean. But let's see how they didn't go into Whyte's changing room. Damn, you're 30 seconds behind. Ah, well, I'm trying not to spoil anything, mate. So if a knockout happens, I'll just say, I know I won't be able to hide it. I said that Fury is a good chance, but Whyte is a good chance of winning. Yeah, both guys. How many fights until the next fight? Next fight is the main event, lads. They're reading out the decision, and then the next fight is the main event. Then the next fight is the main event. So we're literally, mate, we're probably about 20 minutes away from this main event. I'd say about 20 minutes. Referee reading the scorecards out, or Thomas Triver. Thomas Triver's a bit, I don't mind him as an MC. He's all right. 150 in the building. Lads, lassies, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and Usman retains. Where can you watch it? Okay, mate, I'll spell it for you here, okay? I can't leave it in the chat, but if you have a pen, write this down. RELEASESKY.com. They will give you a good one. That'll be a good place to get it. Fury in 6 rounds, no problem. Dillian Whyte is going to be cold in that Wembley night compared to the warm weather. He's going to warm up properly. I think Fury will stop him. If an average Fury beats Whyte, where does that put Fury in the heavyweight rankings? Yeah, and they big up the Love Boxing TV every time. John and Kaya, hope you guys are all right. Dying to hear your thoughts on this fight when it finishes. We're going to have a lot of fun talking about this fight. We're going to have a lot of fun talking about this fight. But main event is next. So the main event, lassies, is next. Yes, G-Man, I'm double screaming with your love and the event, which are live in the event. Choose your live as well. I'm with White Light Stoppage. Big up BH. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Bigger muscles doesn't mean better punching power necessarily. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Not at all. We've seen a lot of fighters really get. It's a common misconception that fighters have that bigger muscles means better punching power. Doesn't necessarily mean that. Remember White Remember White lost the first fight with Chisora, got a gift. It was a close fight. I think I had Chisora winning at the time. But it was a close fight. Counter right by Dillian Whyte. I could see it, man. I'm telling you now, right? If I'm wrong, so be it. But I'm intrigued. I'm seriously intrigued by this, and yeah, I'm dying to see Fury's ring walk, see his costume. Dying to hear what music he comes out to as well. Man, it's going to be a fun fight, and it's next. So this fight, next man, next up. Do I like football? I do. United fan. It's hard times, man. Hard times. It's rough, mate. It's not easy. Not easy being a United fan these days. If AJ and Fury fight, who wins? I'd still go with Fury to win, to be honest with you. Didn't realise Darren Fletcher liked football. The former football commentator, not player, had switched to boxing. Neither did I. And I know that Darren Fletcher, I know there's two of them, the United player. There we go, man. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much, my man. Big up, G man. Hope the stream goes well. Hit the like button and send G man a super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, hit the like button. Appreciate all that, man. Thank you so much. The London Fund is starting now, lads. I want to head back over, and I'm going to do a few trips this summer. But it's starting. The fun to London starts here with this stream. They've already got a couple of super chats. That's going in the key. So that's another one to add to. It's a thank you for that, my man. Always appreciate it. Big up to John and Kaya, great lads. Always had me on a few times. I appreciate being asked to go on, but main event is coming. Man, that stadium looks amazing. I say the atmosphere in there must be incredible. Look at that. Some atmosphere. Holy shit. What are they playing? Obviously not going to play it. So they're playing Sweet Caroline. What's London like, G-Man? I like London. I've not been to every part of it, but it's just... I like London. It's expensive, but it's a good city. It's nice. It's better than Dublin City. Dublin City is an absolute dump. I mean, I was going into Dublin City last night, and you don't feel safe at all in that city because it's full of just scumbags. Like there's always fights in Dublin City. There's always fights in London as well, but it just feels more just nicer. And yeah, I love London. Love going over there. Do you think Luke will ever end up fighting Femi? I don't know. Hey, knocked his order out first. Thanks to Luxembourg. Yeah, big up to them guys. Hit the like. Yes. Gotta pay your dues. Thanking you. So you hit the like button. Oh hello. If you could, hit the like button. Some atmosphere over there. And it's great to see. You need fans. You need the fans. We missed them. We missed them. Look at that. 90 plus thousand. Do you think Whyte should go, or do you think Whyte should go Fury stomach? 100%. 100%. Dublin is a fortune too. Yeah, it is. It's expensive. Very expensive. It's Dublin, mate. It's not cheap. Dublin and London, they're both dear. They're both very dear. Like I remember the guy dropping me into town last night. He said that he went to a wedding and for one night in a hotel called the Shelburne. I never stayed in it, but I know it was like 400 quid for one night. Crazy. I backed for it once now, but last minute I don't know, man. Oh yeah, I was like you. I was like Fury to win, Fury to win. Then I looked at it. I was like, no, no, Dylan Whyte's gonna do it. Dylan Whyte is gonna do it. Chisora only KO defeat is the Whyte. It's facts. You're gonna be streaming the fight? No. So this is just a live watch along. So there's no footage of the fight. It's just a watch along and reaction. Whyte KO'd him cold. Yeah. Fury KO Chisora. He stopped them. Wasn't a clean knockout, but yeah. I think I might swap these headphones out. Give me 2 secs. There we go. There we go. That took longer than thought. You should do some tier ranking, G man, for 10K. Thank you for the £3.50, $3.50 from New Zealand. I don't know how much that is. Probably about £2, but appreciate it nonetheless, Pete. Some tier ranking. That's like channels. That's like doing like what is it called? Memberships for the channel. I don't really want to do that, to be honest with you. I don't really like asking. To be honest with you, like that's why I don't do Patreon and stuff like that. I don't really like asking for things. It's not really. If people want to donate, they're more than welcome to. But I just don't like asking. It's not really me. I like just the ad revenue does it for me, and that's all. That's the main thing. I'm so sick of that song. Yeah, they use it too much now. For the big fights, I get it, but they use it at like every flipping available opportunity. Frank Warren has used Sweet Caroline before, but they just play it like during the show. Like it's not a big deal out of it, if you know what I mean. Big John didn't manage to get Hay off the commentary team. No, he didn't. Jimmy Lennon Jr. in the ring. Or haha, yes. Yes. We are talking. We are talking now, people. It is main event time. It is main event time, man. I cannot wait. I am so stoked for this fight. So I think Dillian Whyte is gonna. Well, obviously he's gonna walk to the ring first. He's the challenger. Man, I'm stoked for this fight. Like tiers list. Najee, man. I mean tier ranking videos. Like, oh, right. I get you. That's a good actual show. I have something like that planned. Not in terms of ranking weights, but just watch the space. I mean, like ranking box performances, gloves, etc. That's a good one. Actually, that's a good show. I know the web. I've seen a few people do that. That's actually a good show. Come on, Fury. Buffer Junior. Buffer definitely. Ah, well, man. Buffer definitely. I mean, he is the goat. He is like he is the man for. Jimmy Lennon does a good job. David Diamante, I don't mind him. I've not really been able to look at him the same since the you know what. I haven't been able to look at him the same after that. But Diamante does an okay job. But Lennon is good. Jimmy Lennon is good. But Michael Buffer, he is the man. He is the man. Let's just have a listen. Let's have a listen to this. All right, so we are just waiting for the ring walks. We're just hearing the fans. It is electric in there. So Dillian Whyte, we're getting ready for his ring walk. Then we're into this. It's been a quick 2 hours, people. It has been a quick 2 hours. Dillian Whyte. Since he had that crash, and it took him, apparently he couldn't walk, and he had something wrong with his spine, and he was back within 70 days. That was a bit of an eyebrow raiser. But Dillian Whyte getting ready for his ring walk. Fury Whyte up. Well, Dillian Whyte is getting ready to do his ring walk. This is going to be, man, I can't wait for this fight. I wish I'd done watch alongs earlier, to be honest with you, people. Because it is good fun. It is good fun doing this. It is good fun doing this. And look at that. 140 likes. So, people, we've 150 in the building. We're 10 away from 150. Smash the like button, people. Please help your boy out. Because it's almost time. No, the gloves are off. Such a shame. Is Dillian Whyte not wearing gloves? Like, is he getting to put on the ring? There's the hell. He is making the hell. He is getting ready to do that ring walk. He is ready. Team White getting ready to go to. Oh, man. It's getting real now. It is all getting very. I'll probably rewatch this fight like straight away after it because obviously I paid for this, so obviously I can rewind it. And oh man, what gloves does he have on? Oh man, it's getting real now. It's getting all too real. There's Baby Ting in the background. He is a unit. Him and John Fury. John Fury be well advised. Avoid getting into an altercation with Baby Ting. Avoid it at all costs. Oh man, Dillian Whyte looks focused in there. He does. Some atmosphere in there, people. Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury. A lot of people didn't feel this fight was going to happen. I remember CRB was saying this fight's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Well, it's happening. Here we are. Wembley Stadium, fight time. Crazy. Crazy how excited I am for this fight. I am absolutely just... There we go. We hit the 150 likes, 152. Love values. Great bunch of lads. Great bunch of lads. Sorting your boy out big time there. Sorting me out big time. But Dillian Whyte, he's done his walk. Man, I can't see the picture on my screen, on your stream. I have a crystal clear here. Crystal clear. And it's live time, so there's no like stopping and pausing. Man. Does anyone remember what they used to do the World Boxing Super Series, when they used to get them like on pillars before they went in the ring and they made it real, like kind of, I was crazy. That was fun. That was a good way of entering. But look at that. Wembley Stadium. Man. Team Whyte, baby thing in the background. Still can't see the gloves he has. Are they fly? They are, actually. I think he might even have the fly gloves on, which is surprising. WBC banned them unless they give him an exemption. But these ring walks are going to take a while. You got to love it. You do. You got to love it. You got to love this sport, mate. There's nothing like a big fight. Like a big fight like this that just gets everyone thinking, man, especially when there's drama in it. Like if this fight turns out to be drama, two big punching heavyweights. Something about the heavyweight division for me, I love the heavyweights. I love them. So for me, the heavyweight is the best. Might not have the most skills, but it's the best. Yep, Dillian Whyte has the fly gloves. Okay, that's interesting. Now, I was under the impression they were banned, but Dillian Whyte, he has the fly gloves, so he steps into the ring. Oh, man, it's getting real now. What's the difference with them gloves? Is it hard foam or something like horsehair? No, it's hard foam. They're foam gloves, but during the summer, the WBC announced that they wouldn't let any fighters fight. They wouldn't sanction fights if the fighter wanted to use them gloves. So I assumed, because I knew Dillian Whyte used them, there'd be issues around it, but obviously there's not. Obviously it's fine. They must have given him an exemption. Sullivan's in the ring. They've got that silly Union Jack belt. They always make like these stupid, just throwaway titles for like any event. The next thing it'll be, you've got your kidneys out belt or something like that. They just make these crazy titles. Tyson Fury getting ready to make it. This will be a long walk. He'll take his time. He'll take his sweet time getting to the ring. Oh man. I just want to see these guys go at it. And he's got American Pie by Don McLean featuring Tyson Fury. Miss American Pie, right? My Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. So Don McLean singing Tyson Fury's entrance. I just can't wait for this fight to kick off, man. I just can't wait. I just want this fight to start. That's the one problem I have with the big fights, is that when you really are buzzing for it and you really want to see the fight, it just takes that little bit longer. It just takes that little bit longer because you just know that it's just going to be a long ring walk and all this jazz. And I just want this fight to start. I just can't wait for this fight to start. I'm just absolutely buzzing for this fight, man. It is going to be sweet. Can't help but feel Whyte looks super nervous. I didn't feel that. I thought he looked all right. I didn't think he looked that nervous at all. Thought he looked quite all right. Didn't think he looked too nervous. Thought he looked just kind of as you would. Looked on edge for sure, but could perform good or bad. We'll soon find out. I didn't think he looked that nervous. I thought he looked fine. I thought he looked kind of just, let's get going. Let's get ready. Just going to have a listen to what Fury's music sounds like. Yeah, they are taking their time, and I think that for Fury, that's a mind game because Dylan Whyte staying in the ring, gonna get a bit colder, just gonna lose some of the heat, the warm up, and it's just if he is nervous, just making him wait. That's all part of the mind games. Like Prince Nassim used to do that, make you wait a long time for his entrance, and then just he went at it. You know, the entrance is a thing. Like Steve Collins, I remember used to remember when Steve Collins fought Eubank, just the headphones in, listen to the music, just to try and make it just not let Eubank's entrance get to him. Just headphones in. There you go. Let's see. Tyson Fury, first fight since 2018 in the UK. Man, man, I'm looking forward to this fight. So I think he's getting the ring walk now. I think we're getting the ring walk now. I hope so, because it's taken a while. It's what time now? It's just after 10 o'clock. So he's not even left his changing room. So Fury not even out of the changing room. And those gloves they're definitely Paffin Sport. Because they don't even have the Everlast logo. So I think he's using the Paffin Sport gloves. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. And Dillian Whyte keeping loose in the ring, just bouncing around. Joshua does make them wait a long time. It's just it's a mind game at the end of the day as well as anything else, just to keep them guessing. More leaning towards Fury, but don't mind regardless who wins. The belter in the UK. Hope all is good, G-Man. Yeah, it's good, mate. It's good. We good. Just wish this ring walk would take place. I'm just buzzing for this. I just can't wait for this flipping fight. That's where if I wasn't doing a watch along, you could easily just like F around on YouTube. You could watch something, you could wait. But here we go. Fury's making his ring walk with Shane Fury, the Spartans, Sugar Hill Stewart. Wonder if Andy Lee is in the entourage as well. But here we go. Fury coming to the ring. Man, I cannot wait for this fight. I am so looking forward to this fight. It's going to be epic. So Fury is he's out. He's ready to go. The ring walk probably be another couple of minutes. And I wonder are they going to do the national anthems? I wonder have they normally do for the really big fights. Great entrance choice. What's the entrance music now? I forget I pressed the wrong button. Let's have a look at what the entrance music is. Coming out to Kings of Leon. Finally get to see how Fury deals with being the favourite against a live opponent. Yeah. It's funny, right? Maybe because I wasn't doing the watch along. But when Usyk and AJ had their ring walks, I mean, that was something else. I was so hyped for that. Like, that was really hyping. I was really hyped for that. I'm hyped for this, but I think it's because they're making us wait so goddamn long. It's kind of just like, get it over with. You know? I just want get this goddamn ring walks over with and get in. Let's fight. Let's see how it is. Let's go. As Dylan Whyte would say, let's go. Let's go. There we go. 7,200 subs. So we're 800 subs away from 8K. Not too bad. Oh my God, he's sitting in his throne. Oh my God, they got the throne out for him. Sitting in the throne and the fireworks go off. They are making a spectacle of this. The fireworks go off in Wembley Stadium as Fury sits on his throne. Hail up, G-Man. It makes me anxious. The Biggest Showman. Usyk's ring walk was class. No messing about. Yeah, that was sweet. Usyk owned that ring walk. That was brilliant. And Usyk's entrance music, I haven't a clue what they're saying, but it's cool. It's cool. Usyk's entrance music, I haven't a breeze, but it's cool. Fury run to the ring now. The money is in the bank, so do you really care? I still care. But they are running. They ain't playing around. They are running to the ring. Classic. Fisheye's going all out on this one. Yep. Who would have thought Frank Warren had it in him to put a show on like this? But look at this. All right. Both guys in the ring. Both guys are in the ring now. I cannot wait for this. Oh, man. This is going to be epic. And people, I just noticed as well, we've hit 161 likes. Do you reckon we could do 200 likes in this stream? Make sure you like as you come in. Yep. Smash the like button. 40 off 200. Maybe we can get that. Do we see the fight here? So it's a watch along, right? It's a live watch along. There's no footage. I'll spell out a website where you can get footage of the fight, where you can get the stream. All right. So it's spelt. Just take this down. RELEASESKY.com. So they will show for that. You'll get a good stream. You'll get a good stream there. I think they're singing the national anthems now. Yeah, Laura Wright, whoever she is, where she is singing. It's Fury's first ever Mando. Yeah, it would be. Well, the WBC, Wilder only ever had one, or he had two actually. Sorry, Brazil was a mandatory. I've been saving this for the main event. And the Elite, part of Team Fury, he's out. 151 in the building. Smash the like button on the way in, people. As my man Keen here said, smash the like button on the way in. If you haven't already, hit the sub button. Hit subscribe. If you like the content, please hit the sub button. Help your boy out. Help us get to 8K. Help your boy get to 8,000 subs. We can do this. Who wins? May I have Dillian Whyte winning. I have Dillian Whyte winning. Tell the tapes. 33 Fury, 34 Whyte, 6'9 Fury, 6'4 Whyte, 85 reach, 78 inch reach. Both are similar knockout percentages, but I reckon Whyte is the lower knockout percentage, but he's the bigger puncher. How can you watch it? I'm not showing it, but again, I'll read you out the website. RELEASESKY.com. Turn the volume down now. Yeah. Man, it's all about this fight now. It is literally, we are all about this. Fury points. Andy Lee was quality. It's got to be quality, man. We have a good fight here. Oh, man. How far on are we on the announcements? All right, they're doing the intros now. The three judges. That guy, Robert Tapper, he was the only judge who scored the Wilder fight to Fury. So see how that goes. Who's a bigger puncher, Whyte or Wilder? Definitely Wilder, no doubt. Enjoy, mate. I will, man. You enjoy it too, man. We are going to have fun here. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. You know, Jamie, me and you, maybe for AJ Usyk, me and you should just do the watch along like on both our channels. So we should both like make the stream up, and just if we could both run it on our channels, if there's some way we could do that, and just me here and you there, watch it there. We should do that because that would be good fun. Because especially if we both pay for it and we both have the similar kind of time wise, we could do that together. That'd be good fun. But man, I think Fury is going to have to take this one in the fatty liver and down early. Whyte's going to be it, man. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing for this fight. Dillian Whyte getting introduced. Xavier Miller. Let's see. Free link. I don't have a link. I'll spell out this for you. I'll spell it. There you go. It's not a link, but it's just a spelling. If you put that into Google, you should get it. What time does the fight start? The fight starts now, mate. The fight is ready to go. We are good to go. Being a Fury realist, Fury all day long. So two of the judges and Lyson the referee. Interesting to see. It's interesting, man. It's going to be super interesting. Where the referee's from. So no British judges. Fury's going to have flashbacks to their sparring days. That's going to be interesting. Man. Oh, we are here, man. I miss these nerves. So do I, mate. So do I. That's why we need more big fights. We don't get enough of these big fights. We need them. We need them. Look at that. Man, this is going to be sweet. So Fury getting announced. So here we go. Frank Warren just stood there, just clapping. I'm sure he is absolutely feeling like he is on top of the world. He's probably feeling like he can walk on water thinking, I'll put this on. Okay. Mark Lyson giving both guys instructions. Fury's got his trunks up high enough, actually. Wonder if he's anticipating a body attack from Whyte and hoping to be able to say some of them are low. Man. Touch up. Yep. Touch gloves. Here we go. Let's go, mate. Let's go. Let's roll. So no sight of Eddie Hearn. And here we go. Here we go. Fury. Coming out orthodox by the looks of things. And looking to establish the jab on Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte. Moving. Looking to feint with his lead hand. What is Dillian Whyte looking for? Is he looking to jab his way in? Which I think he should. Is he looking to cut the ring off? Fury looking a little bit soft around the midriff. But both guys just feeling each other out. No one committing to anything. Dillian Whyte lands the first shot to a body. Fury looking to bob and feint. Dillian Whyte early on is just landing a few jabs to the body. Both guys just looking to feint. Both guys not doing anything for the first minute. But Dillian Whyte's the first to throw a meaningful shot. Fury with a little jab out there. Whyte looking to jab down low. He looks to be going to Tyson Fury's body early. And he does look a bit soft around the midriff, so those body shots could tell. Some more jabs to the body from Dillian Whyte. Fury not really committing to anything so far in this first round. Just a lot of jabs, a lot of feints, I should say. And just probing with some shots. Really feeling Dillian Whyte out here. Really feeling it out. Dillian Whyte took that feint there. Bought that feint instantly. Fury kind of led with the jab and he just instantly covered up. So maybe Fury's looking to catch Dillian Whyte and see what he does, what he can get away with, what kind of feints he can carry with. First right hand goes down the pipe from Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte blocks it. And a left hook to the body from Dillian Whyte. Needs to do that. Nice lead left hook. Dillian Whyte's not fighting southpaw. He's fighting orthodox, definitely. Or actually, he is actually fighting southpaw. Interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, Dillian Whyte would be the southpaw stance. That's interesting from Dillian Whyte. Look, leading with hooks to the body. That's interesting from Dillian Whyte. Fury makes Dillian Whyte miss there. Nice little jab. Dillian Whyte swung in thin air. But definitely trying to use the jab to get in on Fury. And fighting in the southpaw stance. Bizarre. Not something you'd associate Dillian Whyte with doing. Perhaps he's hoping to baffle Tyson Fury by doing that because it's not something you'd expect. A looping left hand from Dillian Whyte. Look to counter Tyson Fury there, but misses. Even Steven first round. Even Steven first round. Not much happening from either guy. Both guys really haven't landed with authority. Hard round to score this. I would say Dillian Whyte has landed a few more. If you're talking about punches landed, Dillian Whyte's landed a few more. So I would give him this first round just based on that. Whyte gets hit with a right hand from Tyson Fury straight down the pipe. Good little shot from Tyson Fury. Very good. And the round ends. That's a Dillian Whyte round, I think. I think Fury, it was a nothing round. You could really give it to whoever you fancy. Give it to whoever you like, but I just gave slightly more to Tyson Fury in that first round. Just gave Tyson Fury slight more in that first round. But interesting. Very interesting first round for both guys. So how did we score the first round, people? Fury or Whyte? There was nothing really happening. Both guys were just feeling each other out. So I would just give Dillian Whyte landed a few more shots. I'll give him that first round just based on that. Just based on him landing a few more shots, I'll give Dillian Whyte that first round. But it was a real nothing even Steven fill out round. Third round will be interesting. I don't think Dillian Whyte has ever fought southpaw, but he's orthodox now. He's gone back to the orthodox stance now at the start of this second round. So Dillian Whyte now back on the orthodox. I wouldn't worry about the breathing heavy, mate, to be honest with you. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Fury with a right hand just catches Dillian Whyte. But Dillian Whyte again, not reckless, just looking very composed. And Fury has the longer reach. He's looking to keep Whyte at bay and keep him thinking. You see, with Tyson Fury, with them feints, when Dillian Whyte is constantly thinking and resetting, mentally that can tire Dillian Whyte out. He just threw a straight right, but just missed. Right hand to the body. Dillian Whyte's invested in Tyson Fury's body early. That's a good, whoa, swing and a miss from Dillian Whyte. Now, that was silly. That was very reckless from Dillian Whyte there. Swing and a miss, and he threw himself way off balance, and that's going to affect the stamina. So Dillian Whyte obviously looking for a big overhand right, which is easier said than done against Tyson Fury. And now we're seeing the size discrepancy. Again, trying to throw right hand, but the range was all off. Fury jabbing to Dillian Whyte's body. And Dillian Whyte again looking to jab his way in. Tyson Fury moving back. Moving quite well here in this second round is Tyson Fury. Seems to be more in control. Jabbing to Dillian Whyte's body now, and Dillian Whyte's missing to the head, but a right hand there goes into Tyson Fury's body. That's what Dillian Whyte needs to do. He needs to take the legs away from Fury. No use going for the headshots if he's moving constantly. Take the legs away. And he goes back to jabbing to Fury's body. Takes a right hand from Tyson Fury. Okay, no problem. Still moving forward. Still looking to set up his shots. Keeping that left hand right up. Protecting against the left hook from Tyson Fury. And again, trying to land on a jab on Tyson Fury, but Fury has the range, has the longer reach. And keeping Dillian Whyte at bay brilliantly in this second round. Right hand goes over Dillian Whyte's head, backs Tyson Fury up to the ropes, into a clinch, and looking at rough. Now, this is where the rough house, this is where you're not going to get away with that against Deontay Wilder. You get away with it against Wilder, but not against Dillian Whyte. Whyte's a lot stronger. Fury looking to land a straight right on Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte blocking it. Much better round this for Tyson Fury. But a good left hook to the body from Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte needs to do that. He needs to look for the body. Try and take the legs away from Tyson Fury. They're in a much smaller ring. And again, blocks the right hand from Tyson Fury. Looking to set up that straight right hand. Fury still a problem with the jab. Lands a good jab there on Dillian Whyte. Didn't see it coming. Looking to feint his way in. Looking to jab to the head of Fury and set up an overhand right. But he's not getting any luck with it. He's struggling to get past the jab of Tyson Fury. Is Dillian Whyte. He needs to double up his own jab. Try and double it up and try and get in on Tyson Fury that way. You can box your way in with the jab. If you double up that jab or even triple the jab up, it'll blind Tyson Fury. It'll make him offset and rethink about what's happening next. Round 2 ends. Good round for Tyson Fury. Very good round. Boxed very well in that second round. As Dillian Whyte goes back to the corner. So let's have a look. Fury catching Dillian Whyte on the way in with a lovely little left hook. Not much power on it, but enough to offset Dillian Whyte, who swung a big looping right hand and missed. So swing and a miss from Dillian Whyte. Big, huge looping right hand, which missed completely from Dillian Whyte. So swing and a miss from Dillian Whyte. So I have this now as it stands 2 rounds apiece for both men. Sorry, a round apiece for both men. Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte. Let's see. Dillian Whyte's going to need to start jabbing a lot more. He's going to need to jab his way in. He's worrying about what's come back from Tyson Fury, but he's looking to throw some big swinging shots to the head. Focus on the body and get Tyson Fury's legs out from underneath and slow the legs down. And there, he's doing what I said. They have 2 rounds of Tyson Fury on Richie Woodhall's good scorecard. The first round, even see if you can give it to whoever you like. But the second round, definitely for Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte takes a left hook, a lead left hook from Tyson Fury. Not much power on these shots. Fury just looking to box Dillian Whyte now, but a good right hand to the body from Dillian Whyte. And Fury, those little synchronicities, the touching the nose, that means he's getting ready to attack. So Dillian Whyte wise onto that. Looks to rough Fury up on the inside. 150 in the building. If you could, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, hit subscribe. Dillian Whyte walks into another lead left hook. Not much power on these shots from Tyson Fury, but enough to trouble Dillian Whyte. And Fury opens up a combination on Dillian Whyte there. He's to back up. Dillian Whyte looking a bit silly in there now at the minute. Really struggling to get used to what Tyson Fury is given. But a big right hand to Fury's body. And he is throwing these body shots quite well, Dillian Whyte. We need to keep an eye on this as this fight goes down the stretch. These body shots will pay dividends for Dillian Whyte. Most definitely. So right hand misses from Dillian Whyte. I wonder, is he looking, just waiting for Tyson Fury to make one mistake and look to catch him onto a shot. Catch and shoot with the left hook, which is so deadly for Dillian Whyte. But again, all Tyson Fury in this third round. Boxing very well. Picking his shots very well against Dillian Whyte. And Dillian Whyte has very little to offer in reserve. Very little. And Tyson Fury, but Dillian Whyte doing a good job cutting the ring off now, to be fair. Getting Tyson Fury backed up a bit. And into a clinch. Now, this is interesting. Tyson Fury seems to have Dillian Whyte, even in the strength department, really kind of pushing Dillian Whyte back in that clinch. And Dillian Whyte looking to fight, but not really getting much success there. Not getting much success at all in that clinch, it seems. And Fury again, just keeping at range. Just probing with that jab. Looking to get some feints in. And a nice little uppercut on the inside to Dillian Whyte's body. Some very good work from Tyson Fury here in this fight. Dillian Whyte, no real offense. Not jabbing enough. Looking to set up the right hand again as Tyson Fury, but there's not much coming up back on the jab from Dillian Whyte. Jab there to Tyson Fury's body. He needs to double up that jab. Double it up to head and body, which he's not doing. And Fury, happy to just play the long game. Happy to just pick Dillian Whyte off. Another massive swing and miss from Dillian Whyte. And Fury just holds the arm out, keeps Dillian Whyte at bay. Another round going the way of Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte tried to leave with a left hook, going nowhere with that. Tyson Fury could have seen that coming. He said a blind man with one eye could see that left hook coming. But notice Dillian Whyte is investing in Fury's body. That's an interesting one. He is investing in Fury's body. If this fight does go long and Fury's legs do start to go from underneath him, that could pay dividends. Could pay dividends. 175 in the building. Big up to everyone. If you could, lads and lassies, we're 18 likes off 200 likes. If you could, smash the like button and hit subscribe. Appreciate it. Help your boy out. Help me get to AK. Help me get to AK subs. This has been an interesting fight so far. We go into round 4. Dillian Whyte's balance is very poor. Very poor. Round 4, let's see. Oh, straight away with the jab, Dillian Whyte. Where was that? Where was that in the first few rounds? Right hand lands from Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte tries to retaliate, but Tyson Fury's range is so good. His judge distance in this fight and Dillian Whyte's footwork is so poor at the same time. It's making it very interesting. Dillian Whyte, whoa. Referee calls time. Both guys were very up close there. Mark Lyson nearly took a left hook from Dillian Whyte. Fury having words with Dillian Whyte as the referee is warning both guys. This tear is going to break out here. And both guys getting a warning. Warning for Tyson Fury from Mark Lyson. Mark Lyson nearly took a left hook from Dillian Whyte there. Quite overthrown a lot. He is. His front foot, yeah. His balance is very poor. He's never had the most fleet of foot, but it's really bad in this fight. Really poor. Oh, Dillian Whyte backed up there from a little right hand from Tyson Fury. I wonder if he just buzzed him a bit. And again, the jab smack bang in Dillian Whyte's face. Really good work from the jab from Tyson Fury. Really boxing very well. Looks re-energized in this fight. Again, oh, that was close. Dillian Whyte nearly hit Fury with the left hook there. Very close shot. Dillian Whyte finding his range. Better work from Dillian Whyte here in this fourth round. It's the body of Tyson Fury. And leads again with the left hook. Just misses. Tyson Fury doesn't land that retaliation. Misses them shots on Dillian Whyte. Starting the jab. Big miss there with the right hand from Dillian Whyte. Jesus, where was that going? And Fury into a clinch. Look. Sorry about that. Yeah, Fury in the clinch. They're looking to use his own strength. 1:15 to go here in round number 4. Whoa, right hand lands from Fury. Dillian Whyte. The look on Dillian Whyte's face is an interesting one. Interesting look on Dillian Whyte's face. It's not bad internet. It's a bad StreamYard. StreamYard being an absolute pile of you know what. It's a better round this for Dillian Whyte, but I still think Fury is Fury's getting the better of this round. Just slightly. Just ever so slightly getting the better of this round. Oh, good body shot from Tyson Fury. And Dillian Whyte swung and missed just there completely. Some more good work. Is Dillian Whyte cut above the right eye? Or left eye? And referee again. Now, this is getting messy. This is getting messy, guys. Referee calling time and still not. Here, they're at risk here. There's a big risk something might happen if this doesn't happen. Fury refusing to break when the referee calls break. He's going to get points docked. He's going to get points docked, definitely. But Dillian Whyte getting the bollocking from the referee. Tyson Fury getting a word from Mark Lyson. Mark Lyson wasn't happy. He called break and the fighters wouldn't break. He's reading them the riot act. It's getting messy in there. Here we go. Back into it. Fury switching the stance. See his feet just switch quickly there. 15 seconds to go here in the 4th round. Good body shot from Dillian Whyte went in there again, actually, just outside the clinch. Tyson Fury missed with his own shots. Messy round. Very messy round by both guys. Very, very, very messy. Extremely messy. But Dillian Whyte, better 4th round. Better 4th round, I have to say. Better 4th round. Just unplugging these headphones because my phone life is going rapidly. There we go. There we go. So phone life was going in those in here, so I have to plug the old charger back in. But interesting. I would be surprised if many people don't have Fury 4-zip up. 4-zip Tyson Fury. 192 in the building. Lads, lassies, if you haven't, please hit the like button. We're only 10 likes off 200 likes. So if you haven't already, hit the like button, please do. And if you've not already subscribed, please subscribe. I like seeing the numbers go up. We're only 10 likes off 200. Give yourselves a big pat on the back if we hit it. Smash the like button. It takes 2 seconds. There we go. 7 likes off now. 6 likes. Come on, people. As we get ready for the next round. Round 5 underway. Big John about to start launching chairs, man. He would probably start a fight with Baby Ting if Dillian Whyte pulls this off. It's looking an uphill battle from now, from what I've seen. It really is. Another good jab lands in there from Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury boxing very well. He looks a different fighter than the fighter who fought Wilder. If that Fury who fought Wilder in the trilogy fight turned up here, would have been a more interesting fight. This Fury looks rejuvenated, looking very well. But Dillian Whyte, don't underestimate the body work Dillian Whyte's putting in. He is doing some good work to Dillian Whyte's body, or Tyson Fury's body, and that will pay dividends the longer this fight goes. But Fury backing up again the ropes, looking to feint Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte just looking for whatever gap he can find, fighting with the jab, still not really throwing the jab with full authority. He's not doubling up on it. Can use that jab to good effect, and it is a good jab that Dillian Whyte has. But Fury is just negating everything Dillian Whyte does. He's just offsetting Dillian Whyte ever so much. And Dillian Whyte not really looking to when he's throwing his straight shots, they're not really straight. They're all over the place. They're real arcing shots, and they're very wide. But another good body shot from Dillian Whyte. Tyson Fury just keeping his range, just keeping his distance. And Dillian Whyte again. Look at those little body shots he's throwing. Dillian Whyte stumbled there a bit. Just a stumble, just off balance. His balance is so poor that even a stumble looks like he's hurt sometimes. But again, Tyson Fury just keeping at range. Dillian Whyte looking for any gap he can find, any opportunity to get inside on Tyson Fury. He's looking. Another body shot lands from Dillian Whyte. Don't underestimate these body shots, people. They might not look like much, but believe me, they will pay dividends later on in the fight. Tyson Fury with a little quick jab of his own. And Dillian Whyte again, swinging and miss, way off balance. Once again, when you're off balance like that, it doesn't look good. It's not a good look for the judge as well, because it can make it look like you're hurt when you're actually not. It can actually make the shot look like it's a bigger shot. Fury again, just picking Dillian Whyte off with check hooks and feints. Oh, right hand lands from Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte staggered there a bit. Fury looking to go in. Dillian Whyte seems to recover, but he was definitely staggered there from that right hand. Definitely noticeably. Legs buckled a bit. Both guys now in the clinch again. Dillian Whyte looking to shift Tyson Fury with the free hand. Referee has to break them again. Warns them about holding the use of the elbow. But some interesting developments here. Definitely Dillian Whyte was buzzed a bit from that right hand from Tyson Fury. Another round going the way of the Gypsy King. Something needs to change for Dillian Whyte in this fight, because he's 5 rounds down and it doesn't look like he's really got a plan B. It seems like everything he's trying, Tyson Fury is able to negate. Really looking well in this fight is Tyson Fury. Doing very well. As another round goes the way of the Gypsy King. So interesting. Yes, people, we hit 205 likes. Big up to everyone. Thank you, people. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate it all, lads. Appreciate it all. You are the best. You really are. Great bunch of lads. Great bunch of lads. But look at this right hand Fury lands. All right, that's a body shot. It was a big body shot he landed on Dillian Whyte. And Dillian Whyte retaliates with a body shot of his own, but he lands. And see Dillian Whyte, because he's so off balance, when he's hit with these body shots, he's backing up. He's definitely backing up because he's so off balance. Many people have it 5-zip. I gave Dillian Whyte a share of the first round, but every other round that way is gone since Tyson's gone to Tyson Fury. So whoever had that bet of Dillian Whyte inside 6, I think your bet is well and truly goosed. Referee calling both guys to the corner. Must have had an issue there with the guys not leaving the ring quick enough, and here we go again. Someone says Fury's just waiting for Whyte to tire, and the way this fight's going, that might not be long. Yep, clean sweep for Tyson Fury on all the judges' scorecard. Well, on Richie Woodhall's scorecard, anyway. David Hay gave the first 2 rounds to Dillian Whyte. Interesting. Bizarre. David Hay not exactly known for being the best of scorers, but bizarrely, I mean, first round, yeah. The second round, good luck. Dillian Whyte moving the head a bit more, but still not jabbing enough. Walked into a shot there from Tyson Fury, a little one, but nevertheless. Oh, looked to catch and shoot there with the left hook, but Fury was wise to it. Saw it coming. Not giving Dillian Whyte an inch. Not giving Dillian Whyte an inch. And someone says BT aren't mentioning Whyte's punches. Well, he is landing punches to Tyson Fury's body. He can't ignore them because they're definitely. Whoa! Dillian Whyte, good lord. He is swinging way too much. And the problem with Dillian Whyte doing this is that if he does start to tire, or if his energy tank is going, swinging and missing like that isn't going to help your energy tank, Dillian. It's not going to help you at all. If you swing and you're hitting fresh air, putting all your weight into it, it's going to tire you out. But we need to talk about the body shots that Dillian Whyte is landing, because Dillian Whyte is landing some body shots on Tyson Fury. And if it's a case of Tyson Fury, his legs aren't what they used to be, Dillian Whyte moving Tyson Fury back up against the ropes. If they aren't what they used to be, these body shots, even if the BT team aren't counting them, they will pay dividends in the end. Mark my words, they will. Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury look for a right hand again. Dillian Whyte wise to it. Sees the right hand coming from Tyson Fury and does land another shot to Tyson Fury's body. Dillian Whyte again, looking to get Tyson Fury backed up against the ropes, but Tyson Fury is comfy in most parts of the ring. Seems to feel quite comfy there, and then clinches Dillian Whyte, backs him up. Dillian Whyte does look a bit tired in there. It's looking like it's hard work for Dillian Whyte. With Fury, looking like he could do this all night, but another left hook lands to Tyson Fury's body from Dillian Whyte. Not flush, but lands. And Tyson Fury holding that arm out, as I said in my preview, holding that arm out, keeping Dillian Whyte from punching. But another body shot goes in from Dillian Whyte. You can't ignore these body shots. They are landing, and they will accumulate at some point. And Fury nearly lifts Dillian Whyte off the ground with a clinch. And Dillian Whyte again, another body shot. Count these body shots. He's landed about 5 or 6 in this round. And another one. Keep an eye on these shots that Dillian Whyte is landing to Fury's. Oh, what an uppercut from Tyson Fury! Down goes Dillian Whyte. And I don't think he's going to get up. Count at 6, 7, 8. He's up. He's standing. Referee is going to let this carry on. No, referee stops it. Fight over. Fight over. Round 6. Tyson Fury stops Dillian Whyte in what was a very, very impressive performance. Well, my prediction's gone out the window. What a performance from Tyson Fury. That was mega. That was a mega uppercut from Tyson Fury. This was, if Fury is thinking of retiring, he needs to get them ideas well and truly out of his head. This was a fantastic performance from Tyson Fury. I thought Dillian Whyte might be able to take this. Boy, was I wrong. Fantastic. And Dillian Whyte, no complaints about that stoppage. I was touch and go myself with the referee let it continue. Mark Lyson was gonna, but Dillian Whyte staggered, and that was the end of that. That was the end of that. Great performance from Tyson Fury. Very impressive. Very impressive. If Fury is thinking of retiring, he needs to put that to the back of his mind. Tyson Fury is still heavyweight champion of the world. And then Big John Fury into the camera. I don't know what he's saying, but you can imagine. Mark Storm, Alexander Usyk. Great performance from Tyson Fury. Brilliant. How do we feel? How do we feel about this? How do we feel about Tyson Fury? That was an easy. He made it very easy. He really put on a clinic in there with Dillian Whyte. I was very impressed with Tyson Fury. Now I have to say, very, very impressed. He really did. He really did. And Dillian Whyte, credit to him. Credit to him. He's going over to the champ. And I think both guys, there's the appreciation, there's the respect of both men. Excellent from Tyson Fury. It was a peach of an uppercut. I want to see a replay of it. And referee, I understand it. He was going to let Dillian Whyte continue. You have to in a world title fight, but he was too badly hurt. Let's see it again. Whyte sets him up with the jab. Jab. Oh, it was beautiful. Now, he did push him. That didn't help, but Whyte was done. Let's see it again. Boom. Oh, what a lovely uppercut. And Whyte was done. Whyte was done. Now, Fury did push him, which doesn't help, but he would have went down anyway. A huge uppercut. And down goes Dillian Whyte. See it again. Jab out. Whyte looks to throw, and boom, he's seen it coming, but no way. That was all she wrote. And down goes Dillian Whyte. The referee was going to let Dillian Whyte continue, but no way. His legs were completely gone. Fantastic shot from Tyson Fury, showing that he does have punching power. And as Dillian Whyte gets up, he got up at the count of 8. Mark Lyson checking on Dillian Whyte, asked him to walk forward. Dillian Whyte, hands up, walks forward. but the legs just betrayed him. The legs just weren't there. Referee done exactly the right thing. You couldn't let him continue like that. You just couldn't do it. Referee done exactly the right thing. So I got my pick wrong. I'll be the first to admit it. Very impressed by Tyson Fury. Now I have to say, very impressive performance. What do we all think? What do we all think of that? Obviously, we're gonna have a lot to talk about during the week. The aftermath from this fight, the fallout. I'm going to do a post-fight review on it. Jamie, I believe, is going to do a live stream in the next 20 or so minutes. I believe Jamie's going to go live. So big up to Jamie, Punch Perfect Boxing, if you want to hear his post-fight thoughts. But for sure, very impressed with Tyson Fury. Very impressed I was with Tyson Fury in this fight. Thought he done a fantastic performance, fantastic job. And, I'll be the first to admit, I got my pick well and truly goosed. My pick was completely off. But no, again, fantastic performance from Tyson Fury. Still champion of the world. I think I will go and do my post-fight analysis. Do my due diligence and do my post-fight analysis. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun following on from this fight. People, we hit 210 likes, which I think is quite good, if I do say so myself. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. I will leave this here and I will do my post fight. And obviously, we will have some videos tomorrow. I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow evening just to go over this again. We'll do a quick Sunday session. But let me know your thoughts on this. Fury getting interviewed in the ring by Steve Bunce, has his title, still champion. Very impressive. Very impressive. People, smash the like button on the way out. 150. If you're not subbed, please help your boy out, hit sub. And I'll talk to you. Peace.